Hello,
Hi,
I'm Virginia.
I'm Bianca.
We are the Tinseltown Twins, formerly the Dime Movie Race. We changed our name. That's why we've been out for so long, because we've been doing a lot of work, rebranding and trying to figure things out.
Because we want people to know that we're twins.
Because we've had some people say, "What are there two of you?" And they were confused, yeah. Especially on social media when we would say "we" and things like that, yeah. Alright, so yeah, we are now the Tinseltown Twins. Our blog, which was formerly the Dying Movie Race, is now the Tinseltown Twins. So none of those posts went away. They just have a different web address.
And we'll be coming up with new categories for posts.
We're not going to be doing the same type of stuff anymore. And part of it is because we wanted to do something different. We've been doing the same exact thing for 3 years. And another is since we both work full-time jobs, it is a lot doing something every day.
And trying to devote time to social media and movies.
And the blog. So with our social media, we've really revamped that. I'm actually liking doing it. Because it became a chore to do for a while, and now I'm actually enjoying doing it again.
Yeah.
And so that's good.
We now have stars of the week, and for every day we'll be spotlighting someone whose birthday it is rather than saying everyone, because we already did that, just sort of giving some trivia on them and some fun
on their
pictures
films and stuff. So what
like for instance, this week was Fred Astaire, so every hour there'd be a new picture of Fred Astaire.
And it was Gary Cooper's birthday on Monday, so every hour, picture of Gary Cooper in a movie or whatever, talking about him. And so we do a classic guy of the week and a classic girl of the week, and we pick those people randomly.
Yeah.
So and I do the guys, Bianca does the girls, and so
through these databases we have.
Yeah, for these film databases
because we're so cool.
Yep,
we made these in our spare time.
We actually catalog old film stars and old movies, so we can have everything at our fingertips. So I chose randomly from a number generator and all this, cool, very sexy math stuff. I randomly. So the first guy of the week I got was Richard Dix, and you got
June Collier, aka Mrs. Stuart Irwin.
So yeah, it's been good doing that. It's been fun doing the birthday stars of the day, as opposed to just spotlighting everybody, and it's been something that I'm actually starting to look forward to instead of going like, oh crap, I gotta do social media. So yeah, that's fun. And again, social media is rebranding us as Tinseltown Twins. Everything except Facebook, because they're taking forever to get back to me on changing our name. But our site on Facebook is changed. It's mentioned that we have changed our name as a site, just not as a page yet.
It's just a name change. Everything else.
Yep, everything else is pretty similar.
Same people.
If we reference an old blog post, you can still see it. It just has a different web address. It's still online though. You just have
people
to look.
Too. I mean, nothing changes aside from
nothing changed except for just we're gonna be doing different topics. Yeah.
But it's still the same classic movies, because we wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope, it's still always going to be classic movies. And so let's also, before we get into things,
well, maybe before we get to that, we should say what DVDs we've been getting.
Oh, of course. Okay, so on top of rebranding and everything, we've also, because we've been on Facebook and Twitter for a while now, we've also just got Instagram, where we post
more personal pictures of our collection, of our dog, because we mentioned him before and you get to see him.
But every time, what we're planning on doing is, since we update our collection every week, every time we do, we're going to post pictures of what we get. So that will, be something, if you actually care about collecting DVDs, especially older DVDs, that'll be something to look at. And last time, when we left off, I mentioned I was spotlighting movies around the world. I'm still doing that. Criterion films around the world. So far I did Japan. I did Sweden, France, and this week was Italy. And this week I got, because I haven't owned these before. I've seen them. I'm not like, yeah, I'm not this out of it, but I didn't own them before this week. I got La Dolce Vita 8.5 in the bicycle fees, mainly because in stores, sometimes Criterion DVDs, not all the time, but sometimes they're a little more expensive, and you can get them like $10 cheaper online. And I'm kind of cheap, so I always like doing that. So I always like, if I can get it $10 cheaper, I'm probably gonna do that.
She will.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care.
No, you'll get whatever. You're like, doesn't matter.
If I want it, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very cheap.
Well, some actors I've spotlighted through DVDs. I did Lee Tracy. I did Virginia.
She's been doing pre-codes.
Yeah. So. Virginia Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
And there was someone else too, I think, in between.
Warren William.
Yeah, it was Warren William.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of going off more actor spotlights too. I did Ronald Colman this week, and next week I was thinking of doing the wonderful, one of my favorites, Van Heflin.
Oh, that should be interesting. Since you can do, early stuff, later stuff, yeah. But I also, so this week I'll do another country. I'm not quite sure what to do yet, because I'm going to end on America. That's going to be the last one I do, but I still have a couple of hits, so it's going to be, I would like to do the United Kingdom, but I might do that before America, just because it really doesn't feel that far.
I remember you said we should do a John Mills day too, because there's so many John Mills we want.
Yeah,
we just got some, and we still want more.
Exactly. Criterion doesn't really have them, but so after I do this Criterion around the world, I'd be happy to get John Mills, and other British war movies, because I've been on a British war movie high for like a couple months now.
I love those things.
Me too. And British noirs too.
I just love war movies and noirs in general.
Yeah, so in England was really good at making those. So, and I don't know what country. So I don't know what country I'm gonna do. I need some I have to get from Germany, and so I might do that. But I'm not gonna say specifically. I'm not picking right here on the spot what country I'm gonna do, but you'll find out.
And you could also see the photos of them on Instagram.
Yep.
Along with our beautiful dog.
Yes, Baxter. And
you'll be hearing a lot more of him, I'm sure, because now that people can see him.
And we'll post other things.
Yeah, like we get personal pictures
we collect books too.
Memorabilia.
Like film books, memorabilia if we can get our hands on it.
Yeah.
Do you want to mention, it's not on Instagram yet, but do you want to mention what you got this I want to say it was not this week, but the week before.
Yes.
Was it the week before, or was it this week?
It was last week.
Yeah.
My boss, her husband, came in one day because they know I like old movies, and he's like 80, so so he remembers like a lot of this stuff. He doesn't look 80, but he apparently is 80. And he gave me these pictures. He's like, "Oh, hey, I found these. I'm not using them anymore. Do you want them?" Because he like kept them in boxes. And he's like, "Yeah, I knew Anna Lee. I gave her the shirt she's wearing in this picture here. Well, anyway, here's some photos she signed." And there are photos of her from Flying Tigers. I said, "Oh, with John Carroll and John Wayne." He's like, "Oh yeah, you definitely should have them. You know this."
Because he was like, "You know who John Carroll is?"
Yeah, I know. I was like, "Yeah, so."
I watch MGM movies.
Yeah,
thank you very
anyone
much.
who loves MGM programmers.
Yeah.
Well, so that I got those, so that was exciting, and I'll be putting them on Instagram soon too.
So yeah, we're gonna anything like that we get is gonna go on Instagram.
And we have some cool stuff too that we find in antique stores.
Oh yeah, we go to antique stores all the time.
It's a lot of fun if you are a big old movie buff. We recommend doing it.
Exactly. Anytime there's something Looney Tunes related, I feel like
you can find a lot of cartoon stuff there.
Yeah. If there's like a Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, and they have Betty Boop stuff I've seen. And a lot of stills, pictures. Yeah.
And the famous old film book, they had faces then. We got that at an antique store.
That is one of my favorite books ever.
Up there with like all your favorite like classic literature. Up there with This Side of Paradise.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool.
Okay, so before we get started on our topic today, Virginia wants to tell you all
something. To make a confession. So last time we did this, I almost said last week. It most certainly wasn't last week.
It doesn't feel like last week.
No, I said I almost said, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, we hinted that we were gonna go to the movies, and I was just gonna leave it at that, but Bianca wanted to hint we were gonna go see A Quiet Place. So, we were going, and I chickened out. I'm sorry, Bianca was
she
really
gets
upset.
scared easily, and I don't.
Well,
so
see, with old horror movies, I'm fine. Like, but I haven't seen like a horror movie past like An American Werewolf in London, so I don't know really what to expect from modern horror movies. And I was like seeing it in a theater with a bunch of people, especially a PG-13 one where there could be screaming kids, and that could easily get on my nerves. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like I should know the modern take of horror movies a little better before I go, but Bianca took a horror movie class, so modern horror movies aren't really anything to her. So, but actually, before I chickened out, we actually got tickets to a showing. We sat down in the theater, and then they come in and say, and when we bought our tickets, because we thought it looked funny, because
the website,
the way the website was laid out, and so we asked the person at the ticket booth, who was new, not her fault. I think
I make mistakes
new.
like that all the time.
Yeah,
I understand.
We didn't create a fuss at all, like unlike some people in the theater who were mad. But we get our tickets, we sit down, but before we do that, and we're buying our tickets, we ask the girl behind the counter. We say, "This is a regular showing, right?" And she says, "Yes, it is." So we do that. We buy our tickets. We're like, it's a regular showing. Let's go. And I was like pumping myself up the whole time because I'm nervous seeing a horror movie.
Yeah, and she had to call her dad and be like, yeah, I'm scared.
Well, okay, yeah, I did.
But you were ready.
I was ready. Like, as I was sitting in that theater, I was ready to go. I was like, let's do this.
I bought $5 water.
Yeah, there were like no kids in this showing. I was like, yes, no PG-13 horror movie with no crying kids. And then the manager comes in and says, "Yeah, this was falsely advertised. This is a closed caption showing." And then we're like, "Oh wait, so for this movie that's all about sound, they're gonna." On the bottom, it's going to say every little sound the movie has, like door closing, birds chirping. And I'm like, I don't want to see a movie like that. I mean, I've watched, like, especially when I pay to see it, like, I've seen, like, movies with closed captioning on, like, YouTube, because it was the only way I could possibly see it, like, but it's an old movie that I'm watching for free, I didn't pay for, so okay, I'll watch it with closed captions. Like, I think I saw David and Lisa with closed captions, but whatever.
I didn't.
Shut up. It wasn't playing on TV when I saw it. I saw it before it started playing on TV regularly. Anyway, so we asked for our money back, which they gave us. They were very nice.
Yeah, I wanted to stay, but I wasn't having it.
No, I was ready to go, and when I pay for a ticket, I don't want to worry about closed captions at the bottom of the screen or something like that. So, and some of the people stayed, but they were mad. They were like, I remember like the one lady was asking like the manager lady, like she was like, "Why didn't you tell us this before?" I was like, well, they would have. Like, I don't think they did that
they
on
did
purpose.
It on purpose, Virginia.
They were like, haha, we sold tickets, and now we have to tell them, you've been punked. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, that's what happened. I chickened out.
And then...
What?
We came back here, and we decided we were going to go see it.
And then I chickened out, yeah.
And she chickened out again.
Yes. Well, I didn't chicken out the first time. I literally did not want to see the closed captions.
Well, then she chickened out.
I pumped myself ready to go, and then after that, it was over. I was like, the moment has passed. I am scared now again.
Yeah, and so we were going to go see it again later on that night. And
then I chickened out.
And I got ready. I got to...
I told Bianca I would drop her off gladly so she can go see it.
I didn't want to sit in a theater by myself.
People do it all the time.
I have never done it.
No, but people do it.
I know people do it, but I'm not one of those people that has ever done it, so...
Bianca has to drag people to go see Mission Impossible with her, because
Dad liked it.
Okay. I'm not gonna go see it, but yeah.
I know you won't.
Yeah. But it's good that you like that stuff. But yeah. Maybe we'll see some on this list that you like that, so... Alright.
None of the good ones, anyway.
Hey, they're gonna probably have some of the 80s stuff you like.
I hope
so. So, anyway, let's get to the topic at hand. Alright, so before we start predictions, any?
Well, you have to tell them what we're doing.
Oh, of course. Alright. Well, it's gonna be in the title, but we're going to basically it's gonna be a rant/rave, I guess, but it's mostly gonna be ranting. Yeah, IMDb's best films. So these
are old movies hardly exist.
Nope, old Hollywood isn't a thing. But granted, it's because also popularity counts. Yeah. So obviously, what's in the theater, more people are going to go review because more people today have seen it.
These aren't real critics or anything.
This is like the audience. Yeah. Like, IMDb is a good place to go if you want to know, well, what does the audience think about this? The non-snobby audience, like a good casual audience, but except for unless they're reviewing an old movie, then they're really we're all snobby, but you know.
Yeah.
So my prediction, just cause I remember, I don't know if they still do this, but they used to have this type of list separated by decades. They would do the best movies per decade on IMDb. Like what were the top rated movies per decade? And I remember the top rated movie of the 20s was The Big Parade, and I don't think it's going to be on here, so I'm guessing there's not going to be a single silent movie we're going to be talking about. And that's going to bum me out. But
there might be some Chaplin.
Maybe if we're lucky.
That's the only one we're gonna get. Let's be honest.
But I do remember The Big Parade was the highest rated, so.
And because it should be.
It should be. It's the best movie ever. Oh. It's in both of our top 10.
Our dog is at the door.
One sec. What about you? Any predictions?
That I'm gonna be really mad.
Yeah, we're gonna be mad no matter what.
This and especially is awful.
Like with the AFI list, which we're gonna get to eventually. Like, I don't like some of those movies, and I disagree with the placement, but there's nothing I'm like, what the hell is that doing here?
Yeah, and what were they thinking?
Yeah, there's because that's actually composed by historians and critics.
Yeah, people who actually know what they're talking about, not people who
go see just go see a movie.
Go see it.
Which is
or think they know what they're talking about but never saw an old movie.
So I mean, I'm gonna be madder at this, but also I do want to say this. This is really important that because I do feel this way. If you like these movies and if we don't like it, that's fine. Good for you.
We just don't.
I'm happy that you like a movie. Yeah. That's good. You should enjoy something, you know, like
we're talking about them critically here.
Well, and also our opinions.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
obviously.
If you think this movie, because there are going to be movies on here that you're going to love and critics are going to love, but for some reason it's not going to connect to us. And that's just where we stand. And if you love it, good for you. And you should love it. And no one should tell you any different. You are beautiful people. You should like what you like. And you shouldn't be ashamed for liking something,
just because we don't like it.
Yeah. I don't mind that if you love a movie I don't mind that. Like, doesn't bother me.
There are people out there who don't like something like, I don't know, the Terminator movies, and I disagree with you, but I'm not going to think, you know, that you're an awful person, even though you don't make any sense. No, I'm joking. I don't know. It's really fine. If you just really have something to back it up.
Everybody has different tastes. For us, I don't like, granted there are like, I have my favorite genres, but I don't, there's not a genre I hate.
No.
And there's not a genre I don't like. The only genre that, I'm like, I tend not to really care for is avant-garde, but that's...
Me too.
That's only when it's like super experimental. Like I like surrealism.
Yeah.
I prefer surrealism in literature way more than surrealism in movies. For some reason I like it in literature and just
or if it's like a really short movie like Rose Hobart, that's fine.
Well, I like I also like like avant-garde and surrealist cartoons. I get into like Yellow Submarine is fucking amazing.
Well, that's what I mean, like also short stuff, like just
So just so you know where our opinions lie, and obviously we prefer old movies to newer ones, but there are new movies we like. You'll find out what some of them are. Okay, let's get started. And we haven't, because this is mostly newer stuff, we haven't seen all these movies.
No.
The older ones we're gonna know, but some of the newer ones I haven't seen, and some I don't care that I haven't seen, but Alright, let's do this.
Number 1, Shawshank Redemption,
which
everybody
knows.
Which has
never moved. Alright, what do you think?
Well, no, I it's an incredibly entertaining movie. It's hard not to feel something watching it. I think, it's one of those where you like the character you're supposed to like, you hate the characters you're supposed to hate, the acting's phenomenal.
I just shoot out our dog. I'm sorry.
He wanted to go anyway.
Yeah.
The acting's phenomenal.
And you like Tim Robbins a lot.
I love him, actually. It's not the best prison movie, but if number one is a prison movie, I'm gonna be like, yay, prison movie, because I just love them.
Yeah, I too really like
the
prison
period
movies.
details. Actually, really good.
Yeah,
too.
I like the period details, and I did like this movie a lot when I saw it. And
it's subtle too.
I've seen it again since.
It could have easily been over the top.
Yeah, it's I do think. I mean, it. I guess you can argue it has like some sentiment to it, but that's okay.
Yeah. It works.
Yeah, I'd say it's not to the point where you're like, ew, gross. Yeah, but I think something that at least I know is just because I've seen a lot of prison movies and most, and this isn't just with this. Maybe I noticed this with all prison movies. I wrote even a prison blog where I say it's the most cliche genre ever, and yet I can't stop watching, even though they all are just basically the same thing, just retold. So, I mean, a film like this, I've seen, like, pretty much the same points.
Yeah.
The same characters and the same ideas done in older movies. And, I mean, but, I mean, so when people call it original, where I remember my brother saw a movie once, and this is one of the few, like, really good movies my brother saw. So he said, oh, well, I was trying too hard to be like Shawshank. I was like, Jake, Shawshank is literally every prison movie ever made. You can't say that. But
anyway. Our brother doesn't know a lot about movies.
No, and he doesn't mind. He's seen some newer ones, but
just when he tries to talk with us about it,
he tries to really be critical about it. I was like, you can do that with music, my friend, but can't do that with movies. But yeah. So I mean, is it original? No. But is it good? Yeah.
It's incredibly entertaining.
Yeah, it is one of the highlights
of the genre. It's an audience pleaser.
It's the definition of an audience pleaser.
It's I mean, I can't hate this film because it's everything I like in a prison movie. Yeah. Even modern prison movies, like if they take place at that time period, I'll watch them. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And of modern prison movies, it's as good as they get, so.
All right, what's next?
The Godfather, and then number 3 is The Godfather Part 2.
Oh, everyone hates these movies. So,
including us. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Please don't.
We can't be a member of our family if we hate these movies. Our like, just I remember like growing up, these were like our parents' favorite movies. Like, they loved these movies.
I first saw,
and they still do.
I first saw the first one. I saw the entire thing in a hotel room when I was 6. My parents put it on. They thought we were sleeping. I was not. I saw the whole thing.
And you did not understand a single thing.
I did not. Okay. I'm just like, whoa, a lot of blood. Okay.
I first saw it when I was like 14, maybe.
Yeah, and that's when I saw it as actual.
That's when I first saw the first one, and then in high school, we watched 1 and 2 like back to back.
Yeah, because I remember I said I haven't seen.
And that's when I really like understood.
Yeah, I said to Dad, I said I haven't seen the first one in a while. I said I'll watch both of them in a row if you watch The Big Parade. Yeah,
that's right. So we did. And we went out to bought them because our parents, while these are like their favorite movies, they hadn't owned them. So we went out to the store and got.
Yeah, don't watch them on TV. They cut it.
Yeah, which is how they always watch it. But I was like, how can you stand to watch this on TV? That's how I first saw it too. I saw it on TV. And it was like 6 hours long with all the commercials.
I think they rented it when I saw it because there was no commercials.
Probably from the.
Yeah. It was like the 90s, so whatever.
Yeah, like 90s hotel pay-per-views.
Yeah, that was probably it.
But so, I like number 2 better.
Me too.
And I mean, not that number 1's bad by any means. I like.
No, I love.
Yeah, number 2, like the.
You have to like number 1. Richard Conte's in it.
Yes, exactly. Best thing in the whole movie.
Yeah, we're like, when's our guy coming?
Yeah, but anything with Richard Conte in it, I will, gladly watch.
I just like the second one more because there's more Fredo and he's our favorite character.
Yeah, I like that, and I like the flashback stuff with De Niro.
Yeah, I love that too.
But also, I like both stories. And number 2, there's never a part in it where I'm like, because to me this is tough for a movie to do. But there's not a part in the film that you're like, go back to this part, go back to this part. You like both stories, and they intersect very well with each
like Grand
other.
Hotel. I'm interested in all these things.
Yeah. So when it leaves one story to go to another, you're not upset. Where you're not like, wait, what was happening? It does it very smoothly, and I think that's harder to do. So I like it when a movie succeeds at that.
And for both of them, they're so violent, and yet they're so done so subtly and so realistically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's not an exploitive way it's handled. It's, it's just realism.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know most people, like, if you ask most movie buffs or most directors what your favorite movie is, they're gonna say The Godfather. Some will say Part 2, but...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
so,
no, obviously, no
there are
complaints.
worse movies you can have as your favorite.
No complaints.
No.
I can't think of anything really wrong with them either, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think, you can take everything from it. You can take structurally the way they're written, the characters, the way it's filmed,
the way it's acted,
film language, everything can be studied in this film.
And everything works to its advantage. Number 4, oh god.
Well, number 5's good. We'll get to that one.
The first old one's number 5, but apparently this one's better than
this one is
according to
better.
IMDb.
Shit.
It's The Dark Knight. I saw some of this when I was younger, and I stopped watching because it's stupid. I'm sorry.
I seen parts of it. I've never actually sat and watched this because
it's stupid. I'm not.
It's long. Because I mean, okay, if you love, I know a lot of people love gritty superhero movies.
We do not.
I don't. I think they're stupid.
I'm a fan of Superman from the 70s. I want Tim Burton's Batman.
Yeah, I want superhero movies to be fun.
Yeah, I like that because I like those because they're fun. They're funny. They're laid back. They're colorful.
I understand the audience for this. That people obviously want something like this to be taken seriously. I can't take something like this seriously. And that is me, but yeah.
And just put it in a perspective here. According to IMDb, this is better than anything Ingmar Bergman ever did.
Oh my god.
Anything Hitchcock ever did. Anything Fritz Lang ever did.
When you put it like that, it's awful.
I know. Anything Kurosawa did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything Carol Reed ever did.
I understand.
Does it deserve this? Think about it. If you love this movie, just think about it. Does it deserve this spot over things like Citizen Kane, Casablanca, The Third Man?
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
Vertigo.
Not even close. Yeah. From what I've seen of this movie, I really didn't like. I actually kind of hated it.
Me too. It was stupid.
Yeah.
It wasn't scary.
If this movie wasn't overrated, I'd be like, whatever.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I know, I'd take it and leave it.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like, if that's your thing, great. But the fact that everybody praises this movie to the heavens, and I don't get it. I can't get it.
I think it's just like a lot of Christopher Nolan movies. I just see them as people who don't watch a lot of movies would like him, but if you really seen the best of the best, this is nothing.
I know Christopher Nolan is a fan of film noir, so if he gets people to watch more film noir, thank you that's good. You should watch more film noir if you like, movies like these. So if watching this gets more people into film noir, that will be the only good thing I like to come out of it.
He's incredibly overblown as a director. I find over the top. I find him
pretentious.
Like Baz Luhrmann, I see him as that.
Yeah. Well,
he's pretentious
too.
Yeah,
Baz Luhrmann's more over the top.
Yeah.
Nolan's more pretentious.
Yeah.
But
Baz Luhrmann almost has a tongue-in-cheek, and Nolan takes himself too seriously.
Yeah.
And, Christopher Nolan, you can make a movie that's less than 2 hours. It's been done.
He did with Dunkirk, I think. That was less than 2
hours. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't watched all the all the big movies of 2017 yet.
I'll watch the Richard Attenborough one.
Yeah.
Which apparently this movie is better than according to IMDb.
But again, if I know a lot of people like it, good for you. To me, this is God.
If you want, they're even just in the superhero genre, there are so many ones that are better than it.
I just can't take it seriously.
It's the best performance I've ever seen in my life. With the Joker.
I can understand you like it, and that's probably the best. If I were to sit and watch this whole movie, that would probably be the thing I liked the best, maybe. But I can't say for sure.
But I've seen better performances. Let's be honest here, and I like Jack Nicholson as the Joker better, and Cesar Romero, to be honest, because they're more fun.
What the
an
Joker
actual
had in mind,
clown. Yeah, exactly the way it was originally intended.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I understand different interpretations.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I just don't like this interpretation very much.
Yeah, gritty super.
And he's trying to be scary, and it doesn't scare me. It's just stupid.
Gritty superhero movies. I can't get it. Like, I'd rather watch the like goofier Marvel stuff than this. Yeah. Like, I actually I've mentioned in the blog before. I've said, like, while you've seen superhero movies you really liked from way back when, with me it's mostly like I've seen some and I've liked some, but I haven't like loved really any of them.
It's
but I at least like when they're more lighthearted and they're more in the spirit of what I feel like, you know, superhero movies are supposed to be.
I think the 1979 Superman Z, that is everything I ever want from a superhero film. That like is the perfect.
Not Tim Burton's Batman.
No, that's second. But I think like my idea of the perfect superhero film is
it could be because I didn't grow up reading these like dark gritty comics. What for superhero movies when I grew up watching like the Spider-Man movies and stuff like that.
Me too.
So that's like the type of superhero
and
movie
I liked those a lot.
Yeah, that's the type of superhero movie I'm used to. Like when I think of superhero movies, that's like the bar I set for it because something I have fun with, but you know.
And you watch the TV shows for kids where they make it more friendly, so you're used to, you think of them in that way.
Yeah, if you were really into the darker, edgier stuff, then this is your movie, but not for me. Anyway.
No.
Let's move on.
Apparently
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
There's only three, according to this, there's only 3 movies better than it. And
Godfather Part 2 and Godfather and Shawshank are all way better than this.
Obviously.
Enough about stuff we hate. Let's talk about something we love.
Number 5, the first old movie on the list. Apparently, it's not as good as The Dark Knight, but because
really?
It's
we're gonna swear a lot.
I'm sorry. This is
even though it's one placement, it's enough to eat at your skin.
Well, once when you hear what it is, it's one of the best movies ever made.
Ever.
It's 12 Angry Men.
I love it.
This movie is perfection. End of story.
Yeah, I think didn't we already kind of talk about this with our Oscar stuff? Yeah. So yeah, we did go on about this movie when we were talking about our picks for the Oscars, but because obviously we picked this movie because it's really good. Out of the top 5, I like this one the best.
By quite a bit. To be honest.
Well, it's a big surprise. I like the old movie the best, but
it's
the best courtroom drama ever.
Yeah, and I love courtroom dramas.
Me too.
The Perry Mason fan says she loves courtroom dramas. So,
you like courtroom dramas.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just it's one that keeps you on the edge of your seat. We're just talking.
Yeah. And the performances and the characters, flawless.
Yeah, claustrophobic.
And it could have been stagey, and it's not.
I know, because
Sidney Lumet directed it. He knows how to do that. Yeah,
he made it really tense.
Which he's really like. A lot of his movies take place in one spot, but he knows how to make it cinematic and come to life on screen.
And he knew how to also add action to it. And this movie does have action in a small sense, conflict, personal, yelling, things like that.
Yeah.
So it is a very tense situation.
And I feel like, and I mentioned this on my blog, when I talk about movies that suck me in, this is one I always mention because I say I own this movie, but every time it comes on TV, I'll put it on for a little bit and I end up watching the whole thing. It's because it's addictive because you want to see everybody turn around, and I'm not satisfied unless I know leave the screen knowing everybody has turned around. Yeah. And so I've seen it a number of times.
Yeah, it can get sick of this movie.
Yeah. Nope.
So now I'm gonna say 5 at a time. Now we got over the top 5 so that we can get through them quickly. The next 5 are 6 is Schindler's List.
Awesome. Great.
7 is Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
I've only seen the first one.
And I do not want to watch it. Maybe I will someday because Christopher Lee's in it, but...
That he's in all 3 of them, I think.
Okay, well then...
I think he is, I don't know.
That's better news for me, but... 8 is Pulp Fiction.
Like it.
9 is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Like it.
And 10 is Fight Club.
That's high for Fight Club. I do enjoy Fight Club,
Fight Club.
That is really high for it.
So the only old one on here is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is technically past our point because it's 1966, but we'll take it.
Alright, so Schindler's List, probably the best Holocaust movie, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
Because that movie is... It doesn't feel like Hollywood did it. I'm surprised that it's a Hollywood movie. And I'm surprised Spielberg did it.
It is like a French film, I feel like watching.
I feel like that too. I feel like feels like a French movie from the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they did it.
Like The Pianist, like, because that's actually done by a foreign director, so... Which apparently Heath Ledger's better in that than Adrian Brody is, according to IMDb. I'm sorry,
they didn't say that, but
they're thinking it.
Okay, they probably are, but with Schindler's List, I mean, it is in black and white, and again, like Spielberg, who is this big Hollywood director. I mean, this is probably his best film. Objectively, it probably is.
Objectively.
It's hard to say what my favorite is. It's probably E.T.
It's probably mine too.
Yeah, but this is a fantastic movie. No, I don't have a problem with it being this high. I'd like on an actual like best movie ever list. I like it's usually in the top 10. I don't know. It's usually not this high, and and I probably agree with it being
and it just
slightly down. But on the list like this, where people pick it, fuck yeah, I'll take it. This high.
It feels so real too. I really feel like this really captures an essence, not the whole story, obviously, because you never can do that, but an essence of really what it was.
One of my big problems with period piece movies today is I don't ever feel like I'm watching people from back then, and all these actors look like they're from the 40s.
They do. They really
amazing.
Emulate.
Yeah, even the kids.
Yeah. And you have amazing actors in this movie.
Yeah.
But the kids,
For me, it's hard to think back to it and remind myself everyone was speaking English in this movie, because it doesn't feel like it.
That's what I feel like when I think of The Pianist, too. Yeah. Because, again, like I said, it was a foreign director, so it does have that foreign quality.
Yeah. Alright, what was next?
Lord of the Rings.
I've only seen the first one. I only watched the first one because I was doing the entire AFI Top 100, and it's on there. I know that will be on here, so I'll talk about that when I get there. But what I know about Return of the King is I saw like the ending of it because our brother used to really like these movies. I don't think he's seen them in years, but when he was younger, he liked them.
He did.
And I never saw them the whole thing through, but I caught, like, because I was playing video games in the basement while he was watching it, and I caught, like, the ending of it, and I just remember thinking, wow, this Frodo guy's an idiot, or something like that. Yeah. Sam's the real hero. That's the only thing I remember about it.
He is. No, I've seen that, too.
Yeah.
But the special effects still look good.
Yeah.
How's that going?
I'll talk about that more when we get to the first one. But
Pulp Fiction, we like that one.
I do.
Not as much as everybody else.
No, but I like Kill Bill more.
Me too.
And you like
I like Reservoir
Dogs is your favorite. But I mean, when I first saw this, and I saw this when I was doing the AFI list for the first time, and I was a freshman in college, I expected to find this super overrated, because I'm like, oh, this is that movie everyone talks about and, like, quotes. This is probably going to be, like, it's probably just not going to really hit me. It's probably going to be so, like, portrayed and everything. It's not going to hit a chord with me, and I was surprised to find out I really, really liked it. So, and Tarantino could be hit or miss at points, but I liked this one.
And then The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Good. I do like for
that one.
Yeah. For a few dollars more, a bit more. I do like that one a bit more. Just personally, I do, but I do agree objectively this is probably the better one, because it's
the highest Western on here too.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know most people will put it as the highest Western. I wouldn't. I'd put The Searchers.
Well, obviously, I would do that too.
Yeah. And then number 2 would be like the Oxford Incident, maybe. But or one of the Anthony Mann Westerns.
Yeah.
But
there's so many good Westerns.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like the shootout ending, and the score are really good, and the way it's filmed is amazing. But yeah, just as a Western fan, there are Westerns I love. It's not, at the top of my favorite Westerns, but I did enjoy watching it when I first saw it.
Okay, and then Fight Club. That's an entertaining one.
Yeah, again, high, but I did enjoy it.
Obviously, it's not the 10th best movie.
No, not even close. It's not. I wouldn't put it in the top, like 500 probably. No. Just because my 500 would be all old movies. But I did this was one I was surprised to find out I liked. I
It's
enjoyed
a lot
it
of
as much as I
fun.
did. It's a lot of fun there.
The actors are really good.
And I mean, yeah, the actors do a great job.
And David Fincher has a very unique eye. Like, you know a Fincher movie when you see it.
That I do like that, because I feel like a lot of directors don't have like the iconic feel to them, but Fincher does. So that's always nice that you can tell a Fincher movie when you're watching it. And I do, and because this movie is a lot of fun to watch, I do get why it has a very big fan following. Again, definitely not the 10th best movie ever made.
No.
But way better than The Dark Knight.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, we could just use that for everything. It's better than The Dark Knight, which everything on here is better than The Dark Knight. Okay, The Lord of the Rings.
The next 5.
Yeah. Okay, the next 5 is Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Forrest Gump, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, which is our favorite Star Wars movie.
I was gonna say that. Let me guess. In these 5, that's gonna be my favorite.
Obviously.
Yeah.
In 14's Inception, and 15's Avengers: Infinity War.
Oh, fuck, that's a quick. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so.
All right.
Well, obviously, our favorite one of the bunch is Star Wars. Then the second one will easily be Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Okay, so let me talk about Fellowship of the Ring, because this is the one I saw. To me, I enjoyed the second half more than the first half, because I understand the first half had to set everything up for all 3 movies. I get that, and I've never read these books. I was busy reading Hemingway in high school, but anyway. Because I'm a snob. I am a literature snob. But anyway.
We majored in creative writing.
Yeah, so we read a lot of, great literature. But I'm sure as literature it's fun. I'm sure it's great. But
I don't read a lot of the only fantasy I ever read was Harry Potter, so I don't know. I can't really judge very well.
But I liked the second half more because it just had a bit more action in it, and I don't think I really got too into the characterizations, but I mean, I really like the visuals and the setting, and the New Zealand shots are very nice. I'm a sucker for good scenery, so that stuff I liked, but I didn't But I mean, as far as the story is concerned, it didn't grab me yet. But I hear that the other 2 are better. But I haven't seen this movie since freshman year of college, and I have trouble. I remember how it ended, but I have trouble in where the second one begins. I do remember we watched some of the second one when we were kids. I remember the way beginning of it, only the first 10 minutes, but because Jake put it on or something. But I can understand why people like this movie, but it didn't grab me.
At least Christopher Lee's in it.
That he is. The cast is nice though. Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, so we said our favorite one's Star Wars.
We didn't talk about Forrest Gump yet.
Well, I said we can't really talk about all of them, Virginia.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, like I said, The Empire Strikes Back is our favorite Star Wars movie, so we're totally
love it,
with that.
and we love Star Wars.
We do.
Love it.
I love it so much it hurts.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, 16's Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. 17's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yay. 18's Goodfellas. 19's The Matrix, and 20 is Seven Samurai.
Yes.
Oh, finally, another old one. Oh, thank God.
Best movie so far, probably. Maybe
tied with
12 Angry Men.
But yeah.
Seven Samurai is my favorite Kurosawa movie, so of course
is saying something.
Yeah, which is saying something because I love Kurosawa. And I think it's most people's favorite because it's so entertaining. I love the characters. I love the way it's shot. I love the way everything is set up and then comes to a good conclusion. And while this film is in 2 parts, unlike Fellowship of the Ring, I wasn't well, I really like this part but don't care about this part so much. No, I loved all of it. It's all great. Everyone should watch this movie.
And The Matrix is pretty high. I mean, I like it, but
Goodfellas is high too.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a good movie. Yeah. It's over the top, man.
It's not the best Scorsese.
Oh, well, yeah. And I like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I like that one a lot. That's really good.
I'm not gonna, even though 17 you can say is high, but this movie's so agreeable. I'm not gonna complain about its placement.
It's a very, very good movie.
Yeah, I think this is an audience pleaser, but it's an audience pleaser that's really good. So
yeah, it's just
I think it's better than Shawshank.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
This
like, it's just, it is one of the best movies ever made, obviously.
Going back to...
Not denying that.
Yeah, when you go back to rewatch stuff, I get more excited about rewatching this than I do Shawshank, because I, like, again, it's just enjoyable.
And it's a lot less predictable, because it doesn't, it kind of plays with tropes, and then kind of goes somewhere where you aren't expecting it to.
I know a lot of people think Shawshank is unpredictable. Granted, because of parody, we probably know how most people probably know how both of those movies end. But I think that, you know, you remember, like, the way Shawshank sets everything up. You're like, okay, so this is gonna happen. You might forget about it a little bit, but I didn't really. Whereas with One Flew, you know, you aren't thinking about it so much.
No. Okay, 21, City of God. 22, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Yay! 23 is 7. 24 is Silence of the Lambs. And 25 is It's a Wonderful Life.
Another old one.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Yo! Okay, it could have been number 1. But...
Why is Shawshank number 1 and this not? I
know.
Whatever. Anyway.
And apparently, The Dark Knight's a better movie than It's Wonderful Life.
It's not a better movie than any of the Star Wars.
No. Than anything on this list, Kaylee.
No.
Yeah, so obviously we love Star Wars.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not higher.
I'm surprised 7 is so high. I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun. Like I said, I like David Fincher. He's a very entertaining director, I think. I personally like Zodiac better, although I can...
You said that was your favorite.
That was.
Of his movies.
Yeah, because it's based on true events, so that was interesting about it. And a lot of people really like her in it. But 7's pretty good, but it's really high. I mean, it could have been in the top 200 or something, not top 50. And obviously It's a Wonderful Life is a godsend, and it's one of the best.
You like Silence of the Lambs?
I do like that one.
Yeah.
It's a little high, but...
It's really
yeah,
high.
But I'm not like, Silence of the Lambs!
Yeah, it's iconic, so I understand.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And... It is incredibly well done. You think when you hear about this plot, you're like, that doesn't sound good at all. Yeah. That sounds really weird. It's not. It's actually pretty. It really takes it to make everybody be able to enjoy it. It's not being weird for the sake of being weird. Okay, 26 is.
Oh, you can take this spot away. You've seen all these. Okay, all these next 5.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Okay, well, 26 is Life is Beautiful. 27, The Usual Suspects. 28, Spirited Away. 29, Saving Private Ryan. Okay. Then 30 is Leon the Professional.
We don't hate Saving Private Ryan. It's just there's parts in it that we don't really like. And the action's great.
Yeah, according to IMDb, it's the best war movie ever made, and let that sink in. Okay, so according to IMDb, this is better than All Quiet on the Western Front, and The Big Parade, and Battleground, and The Cranes Are Flying.
No. It's good.
You're just like, no.
It's good. It's really good, but it's not as good as all those things. I prefer the Big Red one, because this kind of reminds me a little bit of it, and I like that movie. I prefer that one.
I love strongly anti-war movies, and this one's kind of patriotic, like, jingoistic.
That's, I think, why it's so patriotic. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
I watch World War II movies, but it's not being made during World War II. Why is it like
when the country's at war? Yeah.
Like, I mean, I totally get why people like it, and it makes points both in favor of war and against war, like what Battleground does. So that's good.
I just hate that it makes
character.
It makes him out to be a coward, and just because he doesn't want to kill someone.
Not only that, but every decision he makes bites him in the ass.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the end, when he doesn't kill someone.
Compare his character in this to Mark Hamill's character in Big Red One.
I know.
Who's the pacifist in that movie.
And nothing bites him in the ass in that, because it's realistic.
The movie never punishes him for having those opinions in times of war. He snaps. Compare when he snaps to when the pacifist snaps in this movie.
Yeah, he snaps, he moves on, because, it happened. He's gonna have to deal with that, but...
In this one, when the pacifist snaps, you're supposed to be like, good for you. Yeah. And I'm like,
well, it makes it seem like he should have killed that man when he had the chance. Yeah. Like, are you saying that he should have killed someone? That's an awful thing to say. Like, you should have been a murdering bastard.
Yeah, I mean, granted that guy is a Nazi, and yes, I mean, yes.
But the way it's presented, that he should have, like, just murdered him in cold blood. Yeah. Which he does, so, yeah. And it's supposed to be a joyous occasion.
So which one of these do you like the best?
Leon. And then Spirited Away.
Of course you like Leon.
I really do like Leon the Professional. I love Jean Reno.
Yeah.
And Spirited Away is really good.
Do you like it? Did you say, I forget if this was your favorite Studio Ghibli film? Out of the ones you've seen. We haven't seen all of them, but we've liked the ones we've seen. Yeah, I haven't seen this one yet. I know, crazy. How could I not have seen this one yet?
It's okay.
But, yeah. It's a newer film. I'll get to it, but it's not the top of my priorities list.
See, it's really hard. Because I liked all of them very much.
Yeah. And you haven't seen all of them yet, but out of the ones you've seen.
I might like Kiki the best, actually, but I think this one's the best movie. Yeah, objectively, but you personally like Kiki. I liked Kiki a lot, too. It doesn't feel Hartman. Yeah, of course, yeah. But, you know my favorite. I like Castle in the Sky. I do know. But yeah. Because it's awesome. Of these 5, and The Usual Suspects is good, too. It's too high, though. But That's really high. It's a lot of fun. I like movies like that. But Leon the Professional is the best of the bunch, in my opinion. Okay, next 5. Okay, 31 is Interstellar, 32 is The Green Mile, 33 American History X, 34 Psycho, and 35 is Once Upon a Time in the West. Okay, so apparently Interstellar is better than Psycho. Discuss. No. Everybody, let's talk about that. Better than any silent movie. Yeah. Oh, God, I haven't seen this one. I haven't seen Interstellar, but everything I've seen about it, I could tell I would hate it. Yeah. I'm like, a slow-moving, pretentious piece of crap. That's like 3 hours long. I probably couldn't sit through that, and I give every movie a chance. If I would sit through this, I'd be like, looking at my phone the entire time. Like, if I haven't liked Christopher Nolan's other films, I'm probably not gonna like that. I liked Memento enough. Yeah. I mean, I didn't love it, but I thought it was fine. I liked it because Guy Pearce is in it. He's great, but yeah. I like him. So obviously our favorite is Psycho. Yes. Because, baby, you're driving me crazy, Psycho. Sonics. For those of you who aren't familiar too much with classic rock. So, yeah, that's obviously the best of the bunch. It's the first Hitchcock on here. Why the fuck is it so low, then? Yeah, it should be, like, top 20. How is it Hitchcock not in the top 10? Yeah, I know. And every other best movie ever list, Hitchcock's always in the top 10. Whether it's like Psycho or Vertigo or whatever. Yeah, you could pick anyone, I'd be fine with that. Yeah. At least we got one, I guess. Yeah. At least we got Once Upon a Time in the West. We got another Western. Man, they just really like the spaghetti westerns. I guess they do. That was a good one because it's like 2.5 hours long, but it goes yeah, like all Sergio Leone. Yeah, he's like that. Yeah, he's really good. But he's good at keeping your attention. So and Charles Bronson's in it, so thou must like it. But thou must. Okay. American History X is pretty good. It's too high, but I like. That's really high. Yeah, but it's a good one. It's definitely powerful, so I'll give it that. Okay, 36. City Lights. We finally got to a Finally! Okay, 37 is Casablanca. Are you kidding me? That's fucking insane! 38 is Modern Times. Higher. Push it higher. 39 is The Intouchables. Not The Untouchables, The Intouchables. Oh, okay. And 40 is The Pianist. Well, at least we got I hoped you meant The Untouchables. I was like, whoa, I know. I was like, really? Oh my god, thank goodness, yeah. And The Pianist, like I said, I like that one a lot, so I'm cool with that being on there. So it's probably my favorite Polanski, but I do like that City Lights and Modern Times are both high on the list. Modern Times is my favorite Chaplin movie, so I like that it's this high. Yeah, it's higher here than it is on the AFI list. So. Apparently, The Dark Knight's better than all of these. No, but it's better. Casablanca. Oh god, I know. How is half the movies we talked about? How is it better? 37 too. Just let that sink in. Yeah, how more than half the movies we talked about. Okay, probably none of the movies, maybe except for The Godfather, that you can argue would be better than this. Yeah, you can argue. I want to put The Godfather above Casablanca, but I know some people do, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to. You're wrong, stupid. I'm not going to get that mad at that, but yeah. But oh my god, it has an 8.5 45.
That's so fucking stupid.
That's so dumb.
Ugh.
Okay.
At least Modern Times is high, because I love that movie.
Yeah.
And I love City Lights too, but yeah,
Yeah.
Modern Times is my favorite Chaplin. It's so, I love the way the, like, you know, the sound mixes with the film.
Yeah.
I really like that, because how it plays on silent films, but also plays on talkies.
Okay, so except from the top one, which I haven't seen, I don't want to see, anytime soon, the next 4, I actually really like. So, number 41 is The Departed, and apparently it's better than the next ones, but, 42 is Terminator 2, which is one of my favorite movies. 43 is Raiders of the Lost Ark, and obviously we're not going to argue with that. If anything, we're going to argue to be higher. For 44, it's Back to the Future, which is one of the movies I've seen more, like, the most.
A million
Yeah,
times.
it's like, you can never get sick of this
In
movie.
middle school, I watched this movie, like,
every day.
Every week, probably. Yeah.
I love this. Yeah. And 45 is one of our favorite movies. It started everything for us. Rear Window.
This movie is, you know, my lifesaver. It put me on the path of old movies, so I will love it forever, and I'm glad it's super high on the list.
So even though The Departed's here, everything else makes me happy. So
why aren't they not picking the earlier Scorsese movies?
I know,
because I like
those. I like those. But Terminator 2's here, so I'm really happy about that.
Do you want to talk a bit about how much Terminator will probably be on the list? So talk about Terminator 2. You want to talk a bit about that?
Of course.
She made me watch the Terminator movies, and I did like
in one sitting.
I did like them. Yeah.
Yeah, I love 80s.
Not nearly as much as you do, but that's
well, obviously
few people do. But
I love 80s and 90s action films. A lot of people are really shocked when they find that out. I especially love Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's my favorite of the action movie stars, easily. Of the time period, because I was like Bruce Willis and Tom Cruise, but but Arnold is the beacon. And so Terminator and Terminator 2. I remember we went to this place on campus where they had the videos in the library, and we said we're going to get movies that we normally wouldn't watch. So I don't remember what I got. I got Terminator 1 and 2. I was like, okay, fine, let me try these. And I thought they'd be fun. I ended up like having a blast.
I remember going to lunch, and we went to lunch to talk about them, what we watched, and you said to me, the first thing you said to me was, the Terminator movies were like the best. Like, you were so enthusiastic. You're like, you're gonna have to watch these movies.
It's just so like it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark. You sit back and you have fun.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I love 80s and 90s action movies. You like,
just sit back and
have no pressure.
And I do like that about them.
Yeah, no pressure. They're not trying to be the best movies ever made. They're trying to be fun. And you just sit back and you have a great time.
Yeah. And the action's good.
Which is why I like movies like Superman and not The Dark Knight. You just sit back and you have
and that's why Raiders of the Lost Ark is fun.
Yeah.
You sit back and have fun.
Okay, 46 is Whiplash. 47 is Gladiator. Fuck no.
Ew.
48 is The Lion King. 49 is The Prestige. And 50 is Memento. I know this part is not good.
Movies in a row,
this part is not good.
I liked Whiplash, but that is fucking high, man. Gladiator's gross.
I hate that movie.
Lion King's good. We talked about that on the Disney thing. Yeah. We said, obviously, a little overrated, but we grew up with
whatever. Fine.
Right now, it's seeming really great.
Yeah, obviously.
It's seeming really good.
Yeah. Gladiator is just...
So Lion King's highest Disney movie, as I would probably expect, because I'm sure millennials voted for most of these, but yeah.
Sorry for my generation. No, I'm joking. Gladiator looks bad. It's historically completely inaccurate.
It's aged horribly.
I know. And it's incredibly inaccurate of the Roman time period. You think that they had to have a historian working here. Seriously,
it's at
a technical consultant.
When it's campy.
Yeah.
When it's not campy,
I know, when Joaquin comes on, I'm like, oh my god, at least it will be entertaining, because everything else...
It will be stupid.
I know, that's what I mean. I'd rather watch something stupidly entertaining than something boring, like so boring. I was so bored during it.
It was like... I could understand people maybe creating a fuss for it in 2000, not like Best Picture fuss, but I can understand like how it drew big numbers, but now it looks really bad.
Yeah. Like, at least The Dark Knight's not boring. It's stupid, but it's not boring.
Again, Memento is fine. Not that
high. Oh my god.
Be that high.
The next 5 are really good.
Oh, thank god.
51 is Apocalypse Now. 52 is Alien. 53 is The Great Dictator, which is my favorite Chaplin film. 54 is Cinema Paradiso, and 55 is Sunset Boulevard, which should be like number 3, but whatever.
Whatever.
I'll take it.
But good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't when I first saw Apocalypse Now, I remember I thought I would find it stupid, and I liked it.
Yeah, you like that one.
Yeah, I do like it. I like Cinema Paradiso a lot. That's a good one. And
I like Aliens better than Alien, but I'll take it.
Yeah. And I love The Great Dictator, and as you said, your favorite Chaplin. It's up there for me. Maybe I don't even know if it's number 2, but it could be. And Sunset Boulevard's amazing. It's amazing.
That is just...
It's way too low on this list.
Yeah, it's perfection, cinema perfection. Yeah. It's Cinema Paradiso, or as the Italians would say, Cinema Paradiso. Okay, 56 is Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
So we're finally going to Kubrick.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, 57 is Grave of Fireflies. 58 is The Lies of Others. 59 is Paths of Glory. Whew. Oh. Clicked on one. Okay, and 60 is The Shining, or The Shitting, according to The Simpsons. Okay, so...
Paths of Glory, yay!
Yeah. Getting better. It's funny, you have to go down for the list to get better. But...
I haven't seen Grave of Fireflies, but I hear good things.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
I hear super depressing. But, yeah... Dr. Strangelove and Paths of Glory, yay. Shining's high on the list, but I mean, I did enjoy it.
Yeah,
Kubrick.
Yeah, 2 Kubricks in a row.
3. Well, 2 in a row, but 3 in a section.
Yeah. But, yeah. Shining didn't scare me, actually, but I don't get scared.
No, it didn't scare me either.
Yeah, but it's incredibly entertaining, obviously. Okay, 61 is Django Unchained. 62 is Coco. 63 is WALL-E. 64 is Princess Mononoke. And 65 is American Beauty.
Coco 62. I ain't even mad.
I'm not mad. I'm accepting it.
After all this stuff, I mean, it just.
I bawled like a baby during it.
We talked about Coco and WALL-E during our Disney retrospective, and we like both of them. So
yeah.
Princess Mononoke, I haven't seen. I should, because everybody talks about how great it is.
I even own one of the forest creatures, so
American Beauty's high.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I liked it, not this much.
Yeah, I like it because Annette Bening's in it.
She is great in it.
I love Annette Bening, by the way.
Actor we used to like,
yeah,
but can't anymore because he's a horrible person.
But we really liked him.
Yeah,
like in all our books, he was underlined. Like okay, 66.
We underline people we like.
Yeah. 66 is The Dark Knight Rises. Are you kidding me?
Didn't people not really like that one?
No.
I thought people were like, well, that one was disappointing, so why is it this fucking high?
But the other ones are better.
Okay.
67 is Old Boy. 68 is Witness for the Prosecution.
Yes!
Yeah. Finally got to some more Billy. 69 is Aliens. As I said, I like better than Alien. I love Aliens.
Because it's the more action movie one, so you like it.
I do, yeah. And James Cameron did it, and he knows how to do a good action movie.
Yeah.
And 70 is Once Upon a Time in America, which is another really good Sergio Leone one.
And people like Sergio Leone, I can see.
Yeah. He's wonderful.
Glad Witness for the Prosecution's on here.
I know!
I didn't expect that, but I am very happy it is, because that is an amazing movie.
Yeah.
That's one of the few movies with a twist that really surprised me, that I just remember, my jaw dropped.
It's because every movie today has to have a twist ending.
Yeah, and you kind of expect it after a while. In most types of movies, you kind of expect it, but in this one, everyone was talking about a twist, and I remember, when watching it, but I was I didn't think too much about it. I just let the movie, happen to me, and I was like, oh my god, how was I so stupid,
And then it just keeps going and going and going,
getting
worse and worse and worse.
Boom, yeah. Oh, I love it.
Tom Power has never been better than he is.
Yeah, and Marlene Dietrich too.
Yeah, at our all-time best.
Yeah. And Charles Laughton, fantastic.
Obviously, yeah. Okay, we have some good ones.
Yay!
71 is Das Boot. 72 is Citizen Kane.
72. Okay.
I know, let's just let that sink in for a sec. A moment of silence.
Let's all think about that. That still doesn't make sense.
73 is North by Northwest.
Yes.
Thank God. Okay. We finally got some more Hitchcock.
Yeah.
74 is finally Vertigo.
Why isn't that higher?
Yeah.
Okay.
And 75 is Braveheart.
Okay, so with Vertigo, I mean, so I understand that you have to see it more than once to really appreciate it, so maybe a lot of people who voted only saw it one time.
Yeah.
But
even then.
Yeah. It's one that gets better and better with each viewing, I find. And I've seen it a couple times now.
Yeah.
Maybe 5-6 times, and I've
because you really have to let everything sink in.
Well, I don't know. Was it 4 times? I feel like it was more than 4. Like I must have seen it maybe 5 times. I don't know, but yeah.
And obviously Citizen Kane is amazing.
It's a pretty good movie.
It's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah. North by Northwest is fucking amazing.
That's one. It's probably the most entertaining movie ever created.
Yeah, it's probably. I always consider it Hitchcock's most like suspenseful because every scene is not boring, and every scene like has to hold your attention, and it's amazing. And it does it in a non-pretentious way. In a it's fun.
It wants to entertain you.
Yeah.
Okay, Das Boot is a really good movie too. It's one of those that you just really have to sit through the whole thing. There are shorter cuts of it. I saw the 5-hour one. I saw it in one sitting. Because it is kind of one of those movies that you really get the full yeah.
Yeah.
Because the whole purpose is it's supposed to be uncomfortable. 76 is Reservoir Dogs. It's too high, but I like that one.
That's your favorite Tarantino.
It is.
So easily. I mean, you like it. So yeah.
77 is Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Yay. I'm glad that all the Star Wars, the original trilogy, are in the top 100. 78
because I love Star Wars.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
As you had mentioned.
Love it.
I love it so much. 78.
I love Lisa so much.
I love her. I love Lisa so much.
Where is that movie?
It should be.
That's Rob, man.
Anyway. 78 is M.
Should be higher.
We finally got a Fritz Lang.
Oh my god.
79.
Where's Metropolis?
I know.
Where is it?
It should be here somewhere. Oh my god. It should be coming up. Hopefully, if there's any justice in this world. Okay, and then 79 is Your Name, and 80 is Dangle. I do not know what those movies are.
They might be foreign movies?
Well, I gathered that much. But they came out like 2 years ago, so I don't...
Oh, Your Name, is that like, animated movie? I don't know anything about it. I just remember it being advertised. Like, I've seen the poster, like, I don't know, in the store or something. I don't know anything about it. So I'm surprised it's on the top 100 because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, because everything else, like, you know.
What was the other one? Dangle?
Yeah, like, everything else you know, but, maybe they were really popular in their countries if they're foreign. Could be.
I don't know them, so I can't say
anything about them. I'm not gonna be like, what are they doing?
I'm sure they're awful and they shouldn't be on there. I can't say that.
81 is Requiem for a Dream. 82 is Amadeus. 83 is Like Stars on Earth. 84 is Amelie. And 85 is A Clockwork Orange.
I like A Clockwork Orange.
I know.
Yeah. When I watched that when I was doing the AFI Top 100 when I was a freshman. Again, I was a freshman in college.
I was thinking you wouldn't.
I expected to hate it because I thought it would just be so over the top, and I ended up loving it.
No, I remember seeing clips.
That movie completely turned me around, so that's impressive.
I remember seeing clips of it when I was little, being like, "What is this?"
Yeah, me too. I just was like, "This looks awful," and it wasn't. So. But I can't think of another movie that completely turned me around like that. So yeah.
It's so colorful too. I love my colors in movies.
Yeah, I like Amelie. I know some people are like, "Oh, but it's too quirky." But no, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I like fun.
Yeah,
like you don't like to have fun. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you.
And for Amadeus, let me say this: I saw this when I was 11. It's like 2.5 hours long. I was entranced. I loved this movie.
Yeah, I liked
it has to be good if it can make 11-year-old me just completely fall in love with it.
Who only watched
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
86 is Lawrence of Arabia. We finally got to it.
Oh my god!
It's higher than my favorite movie. We haven't even gotten it yet. 87 is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Yeah.
It shouldn't be anywhere near Lawrence of Arabia. Don't touch my Lawrence of Arabia.
And apparently it's better than number 88, Double Indemnity, another one of your favorites.
Yeah. It's not one of my favorite movies, but I like it a lot, yeah.
89 is...
It's my favorite compared to Postman Always Rings Twice. We joke about that.
Yeah,
like, I prefer Double
Postman.
and she prefers Postman, so it's my favorite.
Well, Postman is one
two.
of my favorite movies, so my argument's now better. Okay. And 89 is Taxi Driver, which is the one we like.
Scorsese movie, yeah.
Could this one be higher if you're going to be doing Scorsese movies?
Why isn't this in the Departed's place?
Yes. 90 is Singing in the Rain. Okay, at number 90. It's number 5 on AFI, but let's just not think
and
about
Lawrence
that.
of Arabia is like number, 6?
Yeah. Like
5
11?
and 6 on the AFI list are this far down. What number was it? 86?
Yeah, 90. Singing in the Rain is the movie that changed my life forever. It's what got me into old movies.
It's 86. Who sees that movie and goes, you know what? This isn't top 10 material. This isn't top 20 material. AFI
I don't like pretty movies.
Yeah, I don't like good-looking movies with complex characterizations that are long but manage to hold my attention the entire time. That pissed me off.
Yeah, obviously. Well, mine's not even here yet.
I know it's somewhere.
I know, but it's not high enough because we would have already gotten it, and it would have been number 1 if it was high enough for me. Because okay, 91 is 2001: A Space Odyssey. 92 is 3 Idiots. 93 is Toy Story. 94 is To Kill a Mockingbird.
94.
Yeah, I know.
94.
So, yeah. 95 is Full Metal Jacket.
I like Full Metal Jacket, but that's high.
I like that too, but yeah, it is high.
But I can't really diss Kubrick, one of Kubrick's best too much because
and it's a war movie, so it has that going for it.
Again, I like it. I do.
Yeah,
but yeah, I remember after I saw it, I said to you, "You gotta see this."
Yeah, I watched it because you told me to.
Yeah, and you didn't regret it.
No. And Toy Story we love, obviously.
Yeah,
we like we like the second one.
The second one's our favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite Pixar movie ever. So the second Toy Story. But what number was To Kill a Mockingbird?
94.
Holy shit, that should be in the top 30.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Okay.
96 is Inglourious Bastards. 97's Bicycle Thieves.
That's far down. That's too far down.
98's The Sting. 99's The Kid.
Yay.
And 100 is Toy Story 3.
So they like Toy Story 1 and 3 better than 2.
That's not
Most critics like 2 better.
It's not acceptable.
I mean, I love I do love 1 and 2. I mean, 1 and 3, but 2 should be the highest because it is the best one.
It's really funny.
Yeah. It's the most creative,
Yeah.
Alright, so I like Bicycle Thieves. Like The Kid a lot.
Yeah.
Sting's
pretty good.
These are kind of far down, some of them.
And you think?
I do think.
You think?
Yes.
You really think?
I do think.
Okay, 101 is Snatch. Okay, and 102 is Good Will Hunting. 103 is The Hunt. 104 is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Way too low for my taste. 105 is For a Few Dollars More. So apparently funny movies don't mean anything.
I saw The Hunt, because it was nominated for Best Foreign Film, so I watched it, and I didn't expect it to be on here. I mean, not that I mean, it's fine, but I know some people were blown away by it. I wasn't, but Monty Python, the Holy Grail's funny. I like Monty Python. Who doesn't? They're funny.
Obviously, yeah, they're both.
Although Life of Brian's their best movie.
Yeah,
and
they're all funny.
Again, I like For a Few Dollars More is the Dollars trilogy one I like the best, but I didn't expect it to be on here. Oh my god, if they have a fistful of dollars and not Yojimbo, I'm gonna be so mad.
Okay, so 106 is Scarface, not the old one, unfortunately.
Then it's stupid. I hate this list.
107 is LA Confidential.
I like LA Confidential.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I wouldn't put it here, but it's fun.
But I mean, it feels like old noir in a way, with a few modern touches, obviously. But I think it's enough to justify it existing in the 90s. A hit in the 90s, but also I like the twists and turns it has, and the climax is shot really nicely. And Guy Pearce is
and he wears glasses, and it's really cute. 108 is one of my favorite movies, The Apartment. 109 is another one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
Metropolis, we finally got to it. The suspense is over. The wait is over.
Here, I'll talk about it in a sec.
And 110 is A Separation.
So, did A Separation win Best Foreign Film?
Yeah.
I think it did.
That was a big one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I definitely heard of it.
No, I would see it.
But Metropolis, I don't know if it's my favorite sci-fi. It rivals the Day to Earth still in my mind, but it's definitely the one that
I know it's one, but we both think it's one of our favorite movies. I do know that.
Yeah, it might be my favorite Fritz Lang movie.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
And The Apartment is
it's incredible. We've talked about it before when we talked about the Oscars, and we both really like this one because it does what most movies can't do.
Yeah, pinnacle Billy Wilder.
Yeah, it's charming, but it also lands its dramatic moments as well as its comedic moments. It can go from something completely dramatic to something completely comedic and not seem uneven at all. So it's amazing.
It's very well cast too.
Oh yeah, cast is brilliant. Like Fred McMurray in his role.
Like,
who would have thought that?
I know, but it works because he's the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
Okay, 111 is Rashomon.
It took them long enough to get to another Crusoe. Where's Yojimbo?
Yeah, it's coming. 102 is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. 113 is Up. 114 is Yojimbo, and 115 is All About Eve.
Oh, that's low. The best script.
The best script of movies ever.
See the funny. I always think it's funny how All About Eve and Sunset Boulevard are the same year, and they both have two of the best scripts ever. Yeah. But I like that Yojimbo's on here.
Yeah, these 5 movies are all good in my opinion. I'm completely fine with them.
Yeah, I like all 5. Yeah. I mean, you can argue about their placement on this list.
Yeah, well, obviously.
But I do actually like them.
But as movies, they're all good.
Yeah.
And I like The Last Crusade because someone's in it.
Bianca loves River Phoenix.
I do. I always say, there's 2 modern actors if you don't count like Warren Beatty or actors, not actresses.
Not like Dustin Hoffman. Or
like of a younger set, since like the 80s that I love as much as old movie actors, and one of them is dead, and the other one's Jude Law. Okay, and Virginia has one too, but 116 is Batman Begins.
We saw some of it.
I saw the whole thing actually.
Yeah, I think I saw most of it.
I
was a kid when I watched it, and I actually thought it was, like, as a kid I enjoyed it, but I mean
I was really bored during it.
I got bored during it after a while. At the beginning when it was like his parents getting killed and stuff like that, I thought that was fine. But then after a while I was like, this movie's kind of long. I remember thinking
117 is way too low.
Oh my god.
Some Like It Hot.
What the hell?
Yeah. 118 is Unforgiven.
I like other Clint Eastwood movies.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because you really like Clint Eastwood, I know.
I like him. I like him as a director.
I like him as a director too.
And but I also like his westerns and stuff. And I liked the Daughters trilogy more than this. But
119 is The Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
Yes. Why is it so fucking low?
Yeah.
What the hell? That's low.
And 120 is Downfall. Bruno.
Yep.
121 is My Father and My Son. 122 is We Finally Got Here.
I was wondering when that was.
I was wondering where it was. It's Die Hard, which is another one of my favorite action movies. So.
Did you say it's like one of your favorite movies past 1965?
It is.
Yeah, I thought you said it was one of your favorites.
It is.
Yeah.
Easily.
It's like next to Terminator in your mind?
Yeah, because the first it would probably be the two Terminator movies, because in my opinion there are only 2 Terminator movies. And then it would probably be Die Hard, and then it would be Die Hard.
And then would it be like Aliens or something?
I had to think about it, but Aliens is definitely up there.
Or another Schwarzenegger or something.
It'd be even hard to pick my next favorite Schwarzenegger. All of them. 123 is Heat. 124 is The Raging Bull. Okay,
wow.
So you could put Scorsese like you're gonna put The Departed up there, but you're gonna put Raging Bull down here.
That's number 4 in AFI. I don't think it should be number 4 on their list, but it shouldn't be this low.
Yeah, it's insulting. 125 is Ikaru.
Yay.
So yeah, we got Die Hard and Ikaru, so we got that going for us. 126 is one of our favorite movies ever.
Yes.
The Great Escape.
That's a total audience.
This is everything we want in a movie. It's a prison movie and a war movie.
Yeah. with all the action and suspense you want from one.
And the
cast.
The cast of the hottest men ever.
Yeah. All of them.
Yeah. You got McQueen, Garner, Bronson, Coburn, McCallum.
Yeah. I mean, just, it's everyone, you know, like everyone.
Everyone you love.
Yeah.
They're
all
there.
Together.
At last. The third man, 127. 127. It's number 1 on the BFI list.
It's low. It's about time we got to Carol Reed, by the
I
way.
know.
Yeah.
He's so good.
See, if this were, again, a critical list, we'd have a couple Carol Reed movies by now, I think.
And The Great Escape would be much higher, and on my list would be...
I love The Great Escape's, again, one of our favorites.
Yeah, I could watch it.
Me too.
All the time. All the time. 128 is Children of Heaven. 129 is Insidious, and 130 is Pan's Labyrinth. Okay. Get some foreign ones in there. 131 is Chinatown.
Good movie.
Yeah, pretty low than I would think.
Yeah, that's surprising. It's an AFI Top 101, and it's pretty high on that list.
Yeah, it is, yeah. 132 is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, and came out this year, and I loved it. So
you loved it?
I did. It was really good.
I liked it. There were, I mean, I think we'll talk about it a little more when we get to the 2017 recap. But I think that, to me, I liked the characters. I liked the performances. I liked
the script. I would just really like. I
liked it, but there were parts
I loved
that
the
I'm
sense
like,
of humor of it.
Yeah, I liked the lightness of it, but there were parts of it that I'm like, you're clearly just trying to shock me. It's like what modern Scorsese does. That gets kind of bothers me. That I'm like, you're clearly trying to shock me, and so I kind of just don't even like. So because I could be a hostile viewer sometimes, I'll be like, well, I'm not gonna get shocked when you do that next time. Just not like, and that would be like, I mean, structurally it's great, and the ending. Kudos to the ending. Yeah, it's amazing because most movies want to have the guts to have that ending, but
I could see a foreign film having that ending, but a Hollywood film.
Well, I think, did England do this? Did they film? I think they didn't do it, but I think they financed it because I think it won the BAFTA. But this movie leaves you with an impression.
It really
an impression because of that ending. I mean, and because of the performances and 2 of the characters in the movie who are interesting.
I think it's one of the best, with Sam Rockwell's character, that's one of the best developments I've seen in a long time in movies. Because it's
interesting. I know a lot of people had problems with it, but
I personally liked it.
But I thought I thought he sold it, you know? He was really good at it, yeah.
Because I personally believed it. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, I could go from hating him so much to loving him. 133 is My Neighbor Totoro. That's a good one. So cute.
Yeah.
134, Judgment at Nuremberg, which I must bring up, has a Metascore of 60.
Who the fuck gave it a bad score?
That's incredibly offensive.
That is offensive. I'm offended now.
You are offending everyone in this movie. 135 is Ran. So
more Kurosawa.
Hello. Okay. 136 is The Secret in Their Eyes. 137 is The Gold Rush.
Too low.
You think?
Yeah.
Y'all think?
Yeah.
138 is Howl's Moving Castle. 139 is The Bridge on the River Kwai.
Too low.
Yeah. 140 is way too low. Way too low on the Waterfront.
Way too low. What the hell?
I know. That's top 10. Come on.
Jesus, these fucking people sometimes. What, like, yeah. That one, you fucking people.
141's Inside Out.
I like that one.
Yeah. 142. Yeah. 142 is Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels. 143 is The Seventh Seal. We finally got to a more verbal one.
That took a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's audience opinion, and some of them are gonna be like, oh, why did I sit through this?
144 is A Beautiful Mind. 145 is Casino.
With Bergman, you'll know if you want to sit through it.
Yeah.
Don't be. I bet so many people sit through it and go, I'm gonna watch this just so I can nitpick everything because everyone loves this movie. Anyway.
146 is Room. That's a really good one. 147.
I still need to see it, and I will.
Yeah. 147 is incredibly like, insultingly low Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
That hurts how low that is. That hurt me.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's all the other cappers, by the way?
Yeah.
Come on, damn it.
148's The Elephant Man. 149's The Wolf of Wall Street.
That's fine. The Elephant Man's high too, but I mean,
I'd
that's an audience pleaser.
Yeah, I'd accept The Elephant Man. And it's probably, I mean, maybe because David Lynch did it, but 150 is V for Vendetta. 151 is Regina's favorite movie. Blade Runner.
Yeah, it's not Lawrence of Arabia, it's Blade Runner.
No. We lied.
No, but I can see why people like it, and for some reason, I think a noir sci-fi is a really good idea, and I haven't seen one I liked, but I'm so open to the concept, because, I mean, a lot of people I know love this, a lot of people I know love, Dark City, the one with William Hurt, but I really didn't like that one, like, at all, and
because when William Hurt died, I was like, no, the best actor in this!
Again, if we joke, we were like, if that movie was just William Hurt and Kiefer Sutherland, it would have
been an amazing movie, and I would own it. But
oh my god. See, the main characters are so boring in that, and with this, I can, like, it's one that, like, the look of it's nice, and I like the noirish, like, again, I like the noirish sci-fi element, but oh boy, I did not care about anything that happened in this movie. I didn't care about the characters. I don't like the characters.
And apparently it's a better movie than 152, Wild Strawberries.
It most certainly is not. I can say that for a fact.
153 is Warrior. And 154 and 155, we finally get to Buster Keaton, the General, and Sherlock Jr.
Both better than Blade Runner.
Sherlock Jr. is my favorite Buster Keaton movie. 156 is Dial M for Murder.
Oh yeah, Sherlock Jr. is my favorite Buster Keaton movie too. Sorry, I didn't say that. I was too busy looking.
Yeah, 156 is Dial M for Murder, so we finally get to some more Hitchcock.
That's high for that.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean,
I like it, but again, after all these, like, movies we're not big fans of, it seems really good.
It's like, it's a beacon of light, yeah. 157's Trainspotting.
That's alright. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good movie, and it does stick with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and I know, especially in England, people consider it, like, you know, one of the very best. So I get why it's on here. But yeah.
150. Do you like that or the Full Monty better?
Oh, that's actually tough because they have similar themes, like that whole angry, forgotten generation,
like the updated angry young man.
Yeah, I think thematically and visually, Trainspotting is better, but I think Full Monty stuff might be more fun. It's hard to say actually which one's more fun because they both are really enjoyable. But I do like the cast of the Full Monty maybe a bit better. But just because with Trainspotting, while they are very interesting and you do get into the characters,
in it, so
yeah, you do get into the characters. I think with the Full Monty, the characters are obviously more charming, so you know, there's that part to them.
158, Are You Sitting Down? Is Gone with the Wind.
Oh boy. You people. Again, we find it overrated, but not like this. We didn't mean it deserved this.
Yeah, I meant still put it in your top 100.
Exactly. Isn't this most people's favorite movie? What's it doing down here?
I know.
You were so mad you clicked on it for a second.
I just had to look at Clark Gable and make everything feel okay. 159.
Exactly. How do you look at Clark Gable and not
look at him?
Just look at him.
You'll fall in love and you'll be like, oh, I must give this a higher score. 159 is No Country for Old Men.
Do you like this one?
I do like it. And not as much as other Coen Brother films. I like Fargo more. I like Miller's Crossing more.
I knew when we got to a Coen Brothers, you would be like, I like Fargo and Miller's Crossing better. Yeah. So I knew for some reason, even though you would think Fargo would be the number one Coen Brothers movie, like I knew a couple were gonna, maybe one or two would be higher than it, and I knew you would complain about it.
But I do like this one. It's very entertaining. 160 is Gran Torino. 161 is The Sixth Sense. 162 is Fargo. Oh, we finally got here. 163 is There Will Be Blood.
I honestly expected that to be higher, and I'm glad it's not, because for some reason, and I mean, it's not a bad movie, but it didn't connect with me. And I know everyone talks about how interesting they find the character, and I mean, the acting is fine. It really over the top, but I mean, I was like, maybe, again, I've seen a million old movies with similar themes that I got into more than this. Also, because it's super long. It's, like, really long. It's probably only, like, 2.5 hours, or maybe even less than that, but it felt longer.
That's always a good sign. Speaking of long, 164 is The Deer Hunter.
Coming Home's better, but The Deer Hunter's good. It's good.
Yeah.
But Coming Home's better.
I just like the cast of The Deer Hunter. Like, you just make John Cazale say anything, I'll be like, that is a valid point, John.
That is true. John, because
he could say, I want a drink. I'll be like, he's right.
I buy
you guys should get a drink.
John, the cast in this is awesome. Yeah.
And 165 is The Thing.
Where's The Thing from Another World?
I know.
I know a lot of people like The Thing. I haven't seen it, but I've seen The Thing from Another World, and I liked that. And I obviously like that.
I mean, John Carpenter is very entertaining, because he did They Live, which is a lot of fun. 166 is what you think would be higher, Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's not higher, because I know that's a Pixar movie that a lot of people really strike high.
167 is The Big Lebowski.
I thought that would be higher.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
because I know this has a major cult following.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
See, this is one that I thought if it's higher than Fargo, Bianca's gonna be upset. Or if it's higher than it's higher than Miller's Crossing.
Yeah, it's one of our brother's favorite movies. I'm not.
Isn't it like his favorite movie?
Yeah, I think it is.
Unless he changed it, because he does change it.
Yeah. But my professor said it's one of those movies you have to watch more than once to understand. I said to him, no, I understood it. I just didn't really like it.
Maybe you just catch more, because I know.
No, because he said the plot is hard to follow, but I followed it just fine.
That's why you watch more than once, because the plot.
Is it
that difficult? I mean,
I don't know.
Because I know some people say, like,
it's funny.
With a Jacques Tati movie, you should see it more than once because there's so many visuals going on. But that's not because, like, it's with him, it's not like you're not gonna want to, because he is cute and entertaining and charming, but I don't know.
I mean, The Big Lebowski's funny. But...
I remember you said that you laughed.
I was laughing. Yeah.
Like, how I know some people find it, like, some people will chuckle during it, and some people will find it absolutely hilarious. Did you more chuckle during it, or were you actually laughing?
I was chuckling.
So you weren't really, like, belly laughing during it?
No.
Not like you were with, like, those movies that we, laugh a lot at, like, how, I don't know, like, in the theater, when we saw Bridesmaids, when we were laughing really loud. It wasn't like...
I cried when I was laughing so hard 3 times.
It was nothing like... You did nothing like that, even close to that with this, did you? Okay, so...
No.
Then, because I know from what I've seen with people who are distant,
the memes from it are pretty funny. I like the part like, that's just your opinion, man.
That's your opinion, man. We even say that sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
We even quote this sometimes, but
and the dream sequence is really cool. It's visually pretty interesting.
Just dropped in. Yeah, to see what condition my condition was or whatever it's called. But again, I haven't seen this because. Everyone in my family has pretty much seen it because my brother loves it and you've seen it, but I haven't, and I will. It's just, again, it's a newer one. It's not at the top of my must-see list, and I'm sure it will be fine. I don't think I'm I don't think I'm gonna be like, why does everyone like that? It's stupid, but I don't think I'm gonna be super into it. Like, can you understand why it has a following? Yeah,
I didn't think it was stupid or anything. No. It just isn't my cup of tea. But but the Coen brothers, really are amazing script writers. And I think, just the way it's structured is very interesting.
Yeah, and I do hear that with it, but I think
it's just not Fargo.
I think what I was gonna say was that again, like how I mentioned with you laughing, I do find that people who aren't super into this movie, they say it, I think you can tell by how much you like really laugh during it. If you find it hilarious, you're gonna you love it. And if you just are like if the humor doesn't do that much for you, but you chuckle a little bit but not like belly laugh, then
there are some shows like that too.
Yeah. So it's not bad, it's just not your
to me, it's just like a regular movie.
It's a regular, like, movies that that stoners, I guess, like to watch it.
I mean, like, I see it as just like a regular fun movie. I don't see it as like one of the great movies ever made.
Yeah.
I don't see it as better than number 169. 168 is Come and See Me. 169 is Cool Hand Luke, which is a prison movie, so therefore we must like it.
I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang is better.
Yeah, obviously.
Quite a bit better. I like Cool Hand Luke a lot. My big problem with it is the hand-fisted symbolism.
Yeah.
Just because every movie, so many movies do Christ figures,
Mm-hmm.
so when they are super obvious, I'm like, oh my god, can you not make it super obvious? To me, like, the best Christ figure in a movie is Klaatu from The Day the Earth Stood Still, because it doesn't do any of that imagery, but you can tell what they're doing, but it doesn't, like, shove it up your ass.
It's like the other two Matrix movies, how the first one doesn't really do that, then the
other ones go, like, how they have, like, I haven't seen these movies, but I know the shot of Nero with his arms.
Yeah, that's from the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen them, but yeah. And the first one's good and the other ones are not.
Mm-hmm.
170 is Kill Bill, Volume 1, which Virginia said is, when it comes to Tarantino, that's her one.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun. And come on, who doesn't love that climax?
Yeah.
It's so cool. And I love Uma Thurman. So.
I love her too.
Yeah.
171 is one of my all-time favorite movies, and finally another Hitchcock, Rebecca.
Where's my favorite Hitchcock? When are we getting that one? I'm sure it's on here.
Yeah.
It should be, or else
probably
I'm
like later.
Riot. Yeah. I'm going to riot if it's not.
172 Sunrise.
Why isn't it higher? God damn it.
You'd think it would be.
That hurts me. I love this. That's a masterpiece. Sunrise is a masterpiece.
It is. But the Big Parade isn't on here. So. 173 is Tokyo Story.
Good movie.
174 is Shutter Island. So
what is with this list of later sources?
I know. I should be like, is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari? Oh, excuse me. I mean Shutter Island.
Yeah.
175 is Hacksaw Ridge, which I need to see. I will see. Don't you worry. 176 is The Bandit. 177 is Mary and Max. 178 is How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, some animated. 179 is Gone Girl. And 180 is Into the Wild. And I've not seen any of these. And I don't know which one I would watch first.
Not sure. They're all very different.
How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah. 181 is Wild Tales. 182 is Life of Brian. Okay, we finally got to Life of Brian. 183 is Andrei Rublev. 184 is my favorite movie. We finally got here.
What the hell?
We finally got here.
And I've mentioned it's up there for me too. I like this one.
It happened one night, and I'm gonna go scream in a pillow now. 185 is Ring di Basanti.
Why is it happen when it's so low? That is low, man.
The next one's too low for my taste too. 186 is the Too Low Platoon.
Yeah, that should be higher.
Yeah,
I like Platoon.
Yeah, any Oliver Stone one could have been higher. Be like, okay. 187 is In the Name of the Father. 188 is the remake of Blade Runner. Blade Runner 2. The sequel. Blade Runner 249.
I think I know some people preferred it to the original. If you actually care about the characters in this one, I'll like it more than the original. But since I really didn't like the original,
why would you watch the sequel?
Unless I hear, no, you love the characters in this, they're fantastic. Unless somebody tells me that. Because visuals alone aren't gonna cut it.
Okay.
Even though it looks really nice, it won Best Cinematography, it looks really nice, but that's not, alone isn't gonna do it. 189,
another silent film, is The Passion of Joan of Arc. 190 is Network. Okay, that's a little low.
Some of these are low, yeah.
191, Stand By Me. Again, that's really low. 192, again, really low.
Yeah.
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I really like it. I like Wes. That's the first Wes Anderson, too.
Yeah. It might be.
He's better than Christopher Nolan!
You better believe it. This is probably... I haven't seen all of his. I haven't seen as much as you have of Wes Anderson, but I like this one the best.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... I mean, I like probably...
I like
Rushmore, maybe, but yeah.
You, of course, would pick one where Jason has a bigger role.
Yeah. but Jude is in this.
That is true.
And 193 is Hotel Rwanda. Okay, see, these things they don't make sense. These are too low. Okay, 194 is Jurassic Park.
I thought that
I thought it'd be higher.
I know a lot of people are really into that.
And 195 is Stalker. 196 is The Wages of Fear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, But I said these are, like, you look at the ones that are above it makes no sense.
Yeah, this again.
This order is weird.
At least we're getting to better movies.
Yeah. 197's Ben-Hur.
I don't really like the 59
I'll
Ben-Hur,
take
but
it.
I thought it would be higher than that.
Yeah, me too. 198 is Rush. 199 is Persona. And 200 is Memories of Murder.
I know a lot of Bergman fans like Persona. I've mentioned that to me. That's one of the more off-the-wall ones, so I couldn't get into it as much, but...
I guess we could go to 250, how about?
Sure. We'll see how far we can go.
Okay, 201 is The Truman Show. That's a fun one.
Yeah, I don't think it
No, but I like it.
Yeah, it's fine. I like the existential themes.
Yeah. And it is pretty funny, too. Like, it manages to get a lot of laughs. 202 is 12 Years a Slave. You'd think that'd be higher.
Yeah.
203 is $1 Million Baby. Again, I thought that would be higher. 204 is the way too low. The 400 Blows.
That one hurts me. How's that so low? I love this movie. I have the poster in my basement, so I love it.
I said the order, and this doesn't make any sense. 205 is, like, some of these I'm like, yeah, I see why it's on here, but why is it in this order?
This low? Yeah.
Oh, God.
You clicked something. Bianca is suffering from technical difficulties. We will return momentarily.
205 is Mad Max Fury Road. Above all the other Mad Maxes. Okay, 206 is the Way Too Low.
Oh my gosh,
Way Too Low. This was our favorite movie we've seen in a long time. 206 is Spotlight.
This movie is amazing.
Yeah. Apparently Mad Max is better than Spotlight. No. 207 is Logan. 208 is Before Sunrise.
Granted, I haven't seen Mad Max, but whatever. I doubt I'd like it more than Spotlight.
209 is Amores Perros. 210 is Hachi, A Dog's Tale. That's like the saddest movie ever. It's good, but yeah, it's really sad. 211 is Butch Cassidy, The Sundance Kid.
Why is this so low? Everyone loves this movie. It's fun. It's funny. You know, you laugh and you have fun while their action and whatever people are. I don't get people.
212 is Prisoners. 213 is The Princess Bride. I would put this way higher.
I love The Princess Bride.
Because it's one of the most enjoyable movies ever made.
I've seen it a lot.
Yeah. 214, I'm gonna butcher this. Is Nasuka, of the Valley of the Wind. 215 is La La Land. Whatever. 216 is Catch Me If You Can. 217, we finally got to Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2.
It is the best one. We love Harry Potter. I know some people are probably rolling their eyes hearing this. Like, oh, Harry Potter's that high. No, it's amazing. Yeah. It's the best. Yeah. Go watch them over and over again. And I have.
Yeah, we have. Trust me.
Trust me. These are some of the movies I've seen the most.
Me too. 218, okay. Is The Maltese Falcon. It's got sign in the top 200. 219 is Rocky.
I thought that would be higher.
Good enough to be on the AFI list, but yeah. 220 is A Wednesday. 221, holy
oh my god.
Grapes of Wrath is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah, it is. It's
okay, after that bitter disappointment. Okay, 222 is Monsters, Inc. Okay, I really like that one. 223 is The Knights of Cabiria.
Yay, Fellini. Finally, where is Lestrada? And I Vitellini. I Vitellini is my favorite, so I doubt we'll see it on here.
The order here is so weird.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
224 is Barry Lyndon.
Oh, I love Barry Lyndon.
I know you do.
It's a great movie.
225 is Donnie Darko. It's okay, I guess. It's not my thing, but I thought it'd be higher, actually, because I know a lot of people like it.
Yeah.
But, okay, I'm sorry. The Grapes of Wrath, that really upsets me. 226 is Diabolique. Good one. 227 is Gandhi.
Saw that on a plane.
228 is, I love this movie, Paper Moon. 229 is, we finally get to the Terminator! And it's one of the best, my favorite movies ever, along with the second one. 230 is Touch of Evil.
Should be higher. It's awesome.
That is...
It's so awesome.
Offensive. 231 is La Haine. 232 is Groundhog Day.
Love Groundhog Day.
Yay.
We really do. We like it a lot.
233. Oh my god.
Oh, what the hell, you people? What? Oh, what? What?
The
it's
Wizard.
A top tenner.
Yeah.
It's a top tenner.
The Wizard of Oz. Okay.
What?
It's apparently.
Do people not have childhoods?
It's apparently only good enough for 8.0 on here.
That's stupid.
234 is Dead Poet Society. I cry every time I watch that.
It's a good movie.
That is a good one.
I don't think I put it this high, but it's
yeah,
good.
But I really like it. I mean, come on.
I like it.
It's hard to be like, no, this movie, I hate this movie. 235 is The Bourne Ultimatum, which is above all the Mission Impossible.
Oh, don't say that in our father's earshot. I know he likes the Bourne movies.
236 is Jaws. Okay.
That's low.
237 is our first Woody Allen movie. Okay. It's Annie Hall. Which makes sense to be the top one, but this is way, 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 way too low. And I am really upset. I'm sorry. 238 is 8.5.
All those stupid ass movies they had before this.
Gladiator is like number 38, and this is 238.
Who sees Gladiator and sees
this is so much better than
you know what? Gladiator really objectively is a superior movie.
And Annie Hall, it's better than Annie Hall. It's better than The Grapes of Wrath. Okay, 239's In the Mood for Love.
It was higher than Lawrence of Arabia. So
these 5 ones are really good though. 240 is The Help. See, those are 5 good ones.
Help shouldn't be that high, but I like it. I like it. When it comes on TV, I do get caught up.
We love civil rights movies too. I'm like, yay! Civil rights movies. I could watch these forever.
Yeah. Every time there's an old movie that deals with civil rights themes, I feel like I have to watch it because I'm like, I know I'll like it.
Like even new movies, I'll watch them because I'm like, I'm gonna like it. Yeah. 241 is Paris, Texas. 242 is Infernal Affairs. 243 is Before Sunset. 244 is 12 Monkeys, and 245 is Guardians of the Galaxy.
One of the fun superhero movies.
Yeah,
I mean that's high, but still.
246. Oh god,
that is. Oh my gosh, this whole list I feel like is just us saying this is too low. But
The Best Years of Our Lives, which is easily top 50.
Who sees the scene where Frederick March comes home and sees Myrna Loy and doesn't put it higher? Who sees that scene in? Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a long nap and contemplate my life. 247 is Parts of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. In its defense, it's my favorite one of all of them. It's easily the best one.
Didn't you like this one?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I wouldn't put it on here. But as far as like pirate movies go, it's really entertaining.
It's no the Seahawk or Captain Blood.
Well, obviously, but it's a lot of fun. You have a good time watching it. I like the sort of like period style of it. 248's Dog Day Afternoon. I love this movie.
You really like it, yeah?
Yeah.
I like it too. It's a good movie.
Yeah, and I love claustrophobic movies like this. Hence 12 Angry Men.
And Lume, yeah.
Yeah. But any movie with Jean Cazale should be really high because they're all considered.
I'm sure they're all somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. Yeah, the only one we haven't gotten to yet is The Conversation.
I'm sure it's on here.
Yeah, I would think so. It's on the AFI list. Isn't it?
Not.
Oh. I'm sure it was nominated for the AFI list.
I'm sure it was. It's a good movie.
149 is Beauty and the Beast. Which
it's
surprisingly low. And 250, the last one we'll look at is Akira.
So nothing. So
that was awful.
That is what I'm trying to figure out is how like the masses, like a big group of people, the general audience can watch something like okay, so let's say Grapes of Wrath.
I was thinking.
Grapes of Wrath. And
that one really hurt.
And Gladiator. The masses can go see that. And they'll say, objectively, Gladiator is a superior movie. I just don't get that.
It's not even the same stratosphere.
No. I feel like...
I feel like people who just, don't know movies... would be like, this is a fun movie, therefore it's a great good movie. Yeah. Even though it doesn't have any of the symbolic meaning that Grapes of Wrath has.
Mm-hmm. It attempts it, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. And look at the characters of Gladiator.
Yeah, and the characters of Grapes of Wrath.
You know these people of Grapes of Wrath and Gladiator. I didn't feel a connection to any one of them.
No. Yeah. It's just...
And it's not like I'm, like, watching this, like, wanting to dislike it. I want it...
I
when I watch it, I want to have fun. You think I want to watch a movie and have an awful time?
Yeah,
No.
when I go into a movie, I usually almost always want to like it. Unless I'm watching a movie I know from the get-go is garbage. Like, if I'm watching an Ed Wood movie, I know it's bad, but even then I enjoy its badness.
But yeah, I have fun watching it, so therefore, to me, I like it better than Gladiator, because I always have fun watching it.
Same.
I'd rather have a movie that's, like, to me, a bad movie is one that's boring, not one that's can't be fun, because that could be a lot of fun to watch. And it could be unintentionally a good movie. But I don't know, like, and you think I want to sit and watch a superhero movie like The Dark Knight and have an awful time? No, but I did.
Yeah, you wanna have fun.
It's a superhero movie. I want to cheer on Batman.
Yeah.
Like I did when Michael Keaton played him, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. Is there any that you were surprised didn't show up? Like maybe ones that you don't particularly like, but that you expected to see?
There were definitely ones I expected to see higher. Let me see.
I was thinking of the AFI Top 100. And I mean, if there were tons in the BFI Top 100 that aren't on here, like that list is pretty ignored as far as this list is concerned. At least with the top 50, because we didn't see...
And the BFI list is pretty good.
No, I like the BFI list.
They have a lot of old ones on there.
Yeah.
But look at this, like about 40% of them were old movies.
Yeah.
That's insane. And you look at the AFI list, maybe 60% of them are old movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's definitely some on the AFI list that I know are on the list and they're not in the top 250, so that's shocking. That is. But I mean, granted, those are just American movies, and there were a lot of foreign movies in here, which surprised me. But
there weren't more Disney movies.
Yeah, me too. I know because, like, I mean, The Sound of Music wasn't on here, and I know that one. Because I guess if The Wizard of Oz wasn't higher than that one, it'd be higher, because that's, like, you know, that's a movie you grow up with, and then when you get older, some people might find it corny. Those people suck, but, you know, like, they're not fun to hang out with.
Mary Poppins wasn't on here either, and that hurts.
The Graduate wasn't on.
That is so weird.
Yeah. I like...
that's one I would automatically expect to be, like, in the top 30 or something.
250.
Yeah, you know, at least the top 250. It's really weird that it's
at least from the top of my head when I'm thinking of the ones that the AFI has that are really high. That's one that's on here. The other ones are westerns that weren't included, like The Searchers and High Noon.
There wasn't one John Wayne movie on there.
The Searchers should have been on there.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And there wasn't one Katharine Hepburn movie on there.
Oh, well, that's odd.
You think of the actors that were not represented, it becomes even more clear how bad of a list it is.
Yeah, you're right. Like, actors who we know made some of the best movies ever made, like Gary Cooper was not on there. Spencer Tracy.
Yeah, is...
These actors who we know are in some of the best movies ever made.
Burt Lancaster? No, Burt Lancaster.
Judgment at Nuremberg. That was the ensemble movie.
No, there was no Burt Lancaster movie.
Starring Burt Lancaster.
Yeah, there was no From Here to Eternity. Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Yeah.
But also...
I mean, I'm sure it's definitely in the top 500, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. There's no way it's not.
Yeah, but not in the top 250.
But also, there were
Deborah Carr, by the way.
Yeah.
And she's in so many good movies.
Some that you would think would be. I'm sure they're in the top 500.
Yeah.
But, I'm surprised there weren't more with, like, Jimmy Stewart or Cary Grant.
Yeah, I know. We got, like, some, but...
Like, the Hitchcock ones. And
really slim
the Capra ones for Stewart. But,
yeah.
But, I mean, I know they're not... Because people don't like old westerns, but where are, like, his westerns?
They had no old westerns and no old war movies.
That's so stupid. Or old war movies are the best.
Yeah, and those are like our favorite, like, genres.
Along with the film noir, which they only had a couple of.
They only had a handful.
At least they had, like, Touch of Evil. And, but also, at least they had some silent movies, but I really wish they had more. I'm surprised how low, like, Metropolis was. Because, I mean, who doesn't love that movie? I know there's some people who hate everything, but...
and there are more silent movies than just the ones the comedians made, guys.
Yeah. Like The Big Parade.
Obviously.
Or The Crowd.
One of the best ones ever.
But also, it's obviously, how many votes they get, so obviously not a lot of people go back and watch silent movies, unless they're, they, you know, maybe saw some of the comedians growing up were, you know, in high school or in college during a class or something.
Which is why this list really is a faulty one, because it really doesn't say what is the best movies.
What also is strange with it is, with so many of the great foreign directors, it takes way too long for them to show up. Like, Fellini took forever. And
not one Antonioni.
Yeah.
That is awful.
There was only one De Fico, which is, Bicycle Thieves.
Which is really low, by the way.
Like, Truffaut took forever. Yeah. I love Truffaut.
Who doesn't like Truffaut?
Yeah. But, so I thought that was weird. There's a number of Kurosawa, which I like, obviously.
But not really a lot of other Japanese directors.
No, besides, like, the Studio Ghibli guys. There was...
Yeah, I mean, of old movies.
Yeah, of old movies.
Only Kurosawa, that's... Yeah. That's it. No one else existed.
Ozu had one.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he did.
Story, yeah. But Mizoguchi, nothing. Sancho the Bailiff, I really hope is in the top 500.
Mizoguchi is the best one.
Kurosawa's the best one.
No, it's Mizoguchi. No, actually, I'm not going to say anything against Kurosawa. No, I'm not going to say anything against Mizoguchi. I just really love Mizoguchi.
So, how about, were there any surprises that you were like, I didn't expect that one to be on here, maybe as a good thing or a bad thing? Some of the old foreign ones I was surprised were on there, and I was glad they were.
I'm glad The Great Escape was on there.
Me too. And I thought it would be, because that's a big audience.
Yeah, I know it is. I
mean, not that I was actually thinking it would be on there, but that's one that doesn't surprise me it's on there, but it's good it is.
But I was just really glad to see it, even though...
Yeah, Stalag 17 should be on there.
I know. There's, again, so many, like... I feel like just these people have no idea what's out there. Like, I mean, just... Like, if they think this is good.
Like, if, you know, like, as much as great as Cool Hand Luke is, if that to you is the best chain gang movie you haven't seen, you from a chain gang.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
And
I know it's you ain't heard nothing yet, but baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet.
That's what you were quoting.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. You should have had the stutter then. Okay, so, I guess, because I can't think of... I mean, there are so many things that should have been on here that aren't, but not a lot are coming to my head right now, because I'm just thinking about how, you know...
Yeah.
Upsetting some things were. But the weirdest thing, like, as we said, it makes sense, because obviously...
There was no Philadelphia Story.
Yeah.
There was...
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. There was no Bringing Up Baby. That's weird.
Like, no Screwballs. No! My Name Godfrey. No, like,
Like, apparently, the only old comedies that exist are the silent comedians.
Which is great, but, I mean...
And some, like, Aha, that's
There were 2 Buster Keatons.
Yeah, just
2. 3 Charlie Chaplins, was it?
4.
4, with the kid, yeah. Was there, too. 4 Charlie Chaplins.
Absolutely no Harold Lloyd, which is... weirdly,
yeah, where's the freshman and stuff?
Yeah, those are just as good as the other ones, in my opinion. But
yeah, I think that
the Kid Brother's just as good as the
I think so. My favorite's My Worry, which I really didn't think was going to be on here, but
yeah, but I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, well, I'm not surprised, but I mean, I wish there was I mean, if there really was a correct list of the top 250 movies, you'd have a Harold Lloyd.
Yeah, you'd have one. Whether it's the Kid Brother or the Freshman or whatever, it doesn't matter. I guess
it does not.
One.
I'd be fine with any of them.
But again, the placement was probably
the weirdest thing.
Yeah, and again, because I understand. Like,
a lot of Ventura's not there, so the list is dead to me. No, I'm joking. But, you know, just thinking of these movies that are not there.
Like how, you know, you can have something like the 400 blows so low, and then have something, it's just so weird.
Dark Knight so high. Number 4. It's better. According to it, it's better than Grapes of Wrath and The Best Years of Our Lives. Like, a lot better. That is just... astronomically
like clearly better, like, you know, that it's more than 100 points.
Yeah. And Grapes of Wrath and Best Years of Our Lives are easily top 100. And they're both on the AFI list.
On the AFI list, yeah.
Where they belong.
Yep. Also, and again, this movie really doesn't have... I was actually glad that it didn't have as many movies that were... Like, granted, it had, like, the new Avengers movie, but it didn't have a lot of movies that, like, just came out. Because I thought it would be. Because I thought people would just see something and get super hyped, and they'd be hyped up on what they saw, so they'd go and overly rate it, and then maybe they'll see it later and say, okay, it wasn't as good as I thought it was. I thought there'd be more like that, like more movies that came out in the past, like 2 years, and there wasn't a lot. There were a lot from the new millennium, but I mean, that's to be expected. But there were also,
I'm glad that Terminator 2 was really high. Even though a lot of my favorite action films were on there, at least I had 3 that...
bummed Hello Die Hard was. I know, again,
I was, actually.
I thought that would be really
and
high.
The other Terminator movie, because considering how high up 2 was, which I was incredibly glad it was, and I wouldn't dispute that, I was kind of upset of how...
and your action movies, man.
I love my action movies, but I was kind of upset, and I thought there'd be more of my favorite action movies. I thought there'd be, like, maybe some, like, Enter the Dragon on there.
Oh, yeah. That could be in 5.
Because they had other action movies, but they weren't my favorite ones.
Yeah. I was surprised how Die Hard was, because I know how much people love that movie, so I thought of
There's only one possible reaction to watching Die Hard is giving it your undevoted love. Undivided love.
Yes, I know what you meant.
And, so it's just upsetting. Just looking at that list, I'm going to be just... tossing and turning all night.
I've seen the list before,
and
I forget about it.
You do.
And then it changes.
And now that we're really talking about it too, it just...
Yeah, because usually you just look at it for a second and then you get mad.
Yeah, and then you stop.
You don't really talk
about
it.
But now we're forced to talk about it now.
We have to look at it.
Yeah, we have to really, like, come to terms with it.
I was forced to talk about The Dark Knight, and I didn't want to.
I prefer pretending it doesn't exist. Just because it makes me mad thinking about how high it is, and
again, if people
accepted it for what it was,
oh, it's fun, then sure, whatever.
Yeah, that's number 4 in the Superman. Superman's not even on here. That's insane.
I did know that we were going to, because I knew superhero movies were going to be on there, so I knew we were going to talk about the Superman.
Because there's so much better ones out there. Mainly the 2, and I said mainly those 2 ones are Superman with Christopher Reeve and Tim Burton's Batman.
And speaking of genres that were underrepresented, again, the Western, but also
war movies.
Yeah,
get like
old
3.
War movies, and old sci-fi. Yeah, like there was like Metropolis. That's it. I mean,
no old horror movies.
That's odd. Like, where's Bride of Frankenstein? Or, any of them, really.
Yeah, they had Psycho. That's it. No others exist.
Like, where are the monster movies?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know many people who
dislike them.
Yeah, who dislike them, because it's not like, with The Sound of Music where there's people like, oh, it's corny. I don't know many people who see, and
actually a lot of people see them, too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know many people who see the original Frankenstein and just, like, are like, whatever, but to each his own, I guess.
Yeah, there's just so many other old
Maybe it's just because I don't hang out with those people.
Yeah, there's a lot of other great old horror movies not on there, and the great old romantic comedies You Had It Happen One Night, which is the best one, but then you don't have anything else.
And only, what was it? How many cappers was it?
There's Mr. Smith, which was really low, and then It's a Wonderful Life, and then there's Have One Night, so 3.
So no, Mr. Deeds Goes to 2. I wouldn't that be in the top 500? I expected that one.
Obviously, I mean that's
most best movie ever list would have it in the top 250, but so yeah, I mean, because those are audience pleasers, so it's kind of surprising, they aren't super highly rated. But I guess this list is mostly kind of what I expected it to be. There were some surprises, but overall, I kind of got what I expected. I knew that some of these movies would be, super high that didn't deserve it, and there'd be some that, were way too low and ignored, and there would be some that we just didn't see. But I didn't expect all the Western hate and all. I know. I mean, I kind of know it because I'm a millennial and no one my age likes Westerns, and I know because I used to be like that. I used to be like, why would I watch something like that when I was younger? But then I got into old movies and I got into them. But so it's a little odd. Are you looking at the bottom?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Any old stuff?
Yeah, quite a bit. Actually, I can quickly name them if you want.
You can name some of the older ones if you want.
Yeah, because there's Man Out of the Hands of Fate.
Oh, yeah. A lot of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah. And I know Monster Go-Go. Which that's completely understandable.
Yeah, that movie is awful. That used to be the worst movie I saw until I started watching bad movies on my own.
The Beast of Yucca Flats.
Yeah.
Get off my land, you credits.
Flag on the Moon, how did it get there?
The Wild World of Batwoman. Never missed these.
That movie doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't know what's it.
And Steve Brody's in it, so it's offensive.
Yeah, it offends me. And I think Tom Servo summed it up perfectly when he said, "End!"
The Starfighters, another Misty.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I think it's a Space Mania Empire.
Ega.
Ega.
Oh my god.
Ega's the best.
I love Ega. The Pume Man.
It's awful.
The Pume Man.
Yes.
Invasion of the Neptune Men.
Oh, that movie's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Girl in gold boots.
Hey girl, get your gold boots ready.
The Skydivers, incredibly strange creatures who stopped moving and became mixed up zombies.
But hilarious.
Yeah, obviously.
Because all those songs are awful.
The Touch of Satan goes through. Soul Taker. Soul Taker. Catalina Caper. See, these are all Misties. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I like some of these better than I like some of
Santa Claus Conquers the Martian.
I at least know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, I like Ega better than you. The Aztec Mummy against the Humanoid Robot. Which sounds
Time
amazing.
Chasers was there.
Oh, was it? I accused my parents!
Oh, Mitchell.
And Santa Claus. See? That's pretty interesting, isn't it?
That guy was, what was it? If that guy was old with a long beard when you were a child, he'd be dead and buried by now.
You just know the right things to say. Well, anyway, that was a lot more fun. Okay. So.
At least we can agree with that.
Yeah.
That, like, we're at least like, oh no, those are terrible.
No, you guys are amazing. What are you talking about? It's amazing when Misty watches it.
Yeah. And in the context of Mystery Science Theater 3000, those movies are amazing.
Yeah. So as a quick reminder, we're on Instagram now, and we are on Facebook and Twitter as the Tinseltown Twins.
Yes. Alright, and while we have changed what we do on the blog, we still do our weekly suggestions. Those haven't left. And I'm looking through them. I see mine have already played. Let's see if you have any, B. You have one.
I have The Son of Monte Cristo, which is sort of like the follow-up to Man in the Iron Mask, which we previously recommended.
Mm-hmm.
And it has Louis Hayward and Joan Bennett together again, and George Sanders, the wonderful George Sanders, in his villainous role. So that's a lot of fun for Swashbuckler.
Yeah.
And it has interesting character actors too. Rand Brooks has a pretty big part in it, so that's always fun.
Yeah. Alright, so that's all for this week. Hope you liked our misery. And we don't know what we're going to do next week yet, but
it's a surprise
to everyone, including us. So we will see you then. Have a good one.
Yes.